It's time to enter the Battlefront. The Star Wars Battlefront. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. And yeah, consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, motes, icons. It's cool. Just saying. Patreon option if you prefer that instead. And the Discord for stream alerts so you know when the streams are going on. Find that all in the video description. And an Amazon affiliate link. Gotta get that affiliate stuff going, you know how it is. It's a rough economy. What are we shooting at? Level 231? Some would say that I play this game a little too much. Anyways, it's been a while since we played Battlefront. We kind of gave up on the game, but we like to throw it around during the holidays. And, here we go. Finally got a match going. Took forever. Yeah. Well, it was more like... There's some glitch issues. Are battle droids really cheap? No, they're still 1,000 each. I like the days that they do. It's like Battlefront Wednesdays or some crap, and it's like all the battle droids are like 200 points, so it's like you just keep like shoving out super battle droids over and over again and go... Yeah. You got your Fortnite account back? That's great, man. Yeah, for the first time in a while, I've got a... got a stream schedule set up, so I know all the streams till Christmas, unless by some sort of only what I could describe as a work of God or a work of the Xbox Lords that my Baldur's Gate save returns. Yeah, I've got my schedule set up till Christmas, so some new game stuff we haven't done, some old game stuff, some surprises, some twists and turns. I got it all here, what can I say? The holidays. What a fun time. I forgot I gotta go to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, ugh. It's not a bad thing, it's good to be healthy, but it's just like, ugh. Today I didn't do anything today, in case you were wondering. I got up late and I was just like, ugh. Got a couple recordings in and that was basically it. The day sounds so much more adventurous when you try to plan ahead, and then you're just like, whatever. God, climb the rock. There we go. I was like, I know I can climb that rock. Why am I not climbing that rock? Holy. The Battle of Geonosis. If only they had given us all this cool stuff right from the beginning. Who cares about the sequel series? We wanted all the original trilogy stuff. But there was a game I wanted to highlight, which is pretty cool. Not Baldur's Gate. I lost my save on that one. But Dungeons of Sundaria. I'll have a video for it tomorrow. It was actually pretty cool. I don't know if my thumbnail's good for it. I might play around with that more. But yeah, Dungeons of Sundaria is actually like a pretty cool dungeon crawling kind of game. Like a third-person hack and slash kind of thing. And it's like 4-player co-op. I was like, oh. And we get to be Bossk. Because Bossk is boss. God, I love Bossk. He's like the greatest Battlefront character. Bossk is boss. How's the matchmaking? It's still relatively fast. It was a little harder to find a match today, but honestly, I think that's because I was just getting like a little unlucky. I was joining like right towards the end. Well, it put me in a lobby all by myself, which I thought was a little silly. Where am I taking damage from? And what the heck? From where? Oh my god, no Bossk. Aww. Well, that's a depressing start to the evening. But yeah, it put me in a lobby by myself, and then it put me in a lobby where it's like, the lobby was like over. So it was a little weird, and it was like glitched, but then I looked again, and I found this match right away, and I was like, okay. So it seems like there's a few lobbies out there. And it was later on in the evening, too. A little bit of a late start, but, yeah, it seems relatively fine still. I mean, I think this is one of those ones that's probably going to persist for a very long time. You know, because it is on the Game Pass, like, Ultimate and stuff, and, you know, Star Wars. There's no replacement or anything, so, like... I'm pretty confident this one will be around, like, player base-wise for quite a while. Eventually it'll die out, but... Yeah, I think this one will have some level of staying power. But it is pretty old. It's like, what was it, 2017 title or something like that? Didn't get development support for too long, but, you know, decent amount. Yeah. Reason I'm playing this? We usually play this around the holidays. It's Star Wars. Yeah, we usually... Well, we used to stream Battlefront all the time. Like, it was like a once a month thing, and it's kind of less popular over time for views. And now we just kind of... It's just around Christmas we kind of bring it out. I don't know, we'll see how the views do. It's like, occasionally I like to bring like games that I used to do like lots of streams of back into rotation for like a test, but yeah, usually there is a cutoff point where I'm like, I don't know, you know, diminishing returns on doing some games, but yeah, we used to stream this, like I said, all the time. Wow, my team is not good. Holy. We don't have a single position. Then again, I always liked other maps more than this one. Like, it's Geonosis, but it's kind of like, I don't know, sort of a boring map. It's like the coloring and stuff. It's aesthetically drab. Actually, you know, it must be pretty easy to, like, make stuff in Star Wars, because you've got all this, like, pre-existing stuff you can pull from, like worlds and that. Huh? Treat yourself to RE4 remake? That's nice. Oh, hey Super, how you doing? Why do I always get on the bad teams? You ever notice that in video games? I always seem to be on the bad game, or the bad team. No matter what I do, I just get stuck on the side. It's just absolute trash. Like, we're getting smoked here. And I'm doing okay on my team, but it's like, jeez, you know what I mean? We don't even have, like, the forward base. That's an oldie guy I've killed a few times, actually. This guy rolling away. Why did my gun get put out? Why didn't my character have his gun on? That's weird. Anyways, yeah. Roger, roger. Ads? I don't choose. You do know ads that you see on YouTube are based on what you watch, right? I don't choose what ads you get. And I have little to no control over how that works. Yeah, I can kind of only choose when certain ads pop up. Even then, it's like, you know, like, for example, like yesterday's stream hasn't even rendered yet. So I can't even choose how the ads work on that one. I actually have no idea how that works in the slightest. I don't know how to describe it, because, like, obviously, like, for Far Cry 6, you know, it was a pretty popular stream, right? And, like, it did well. It was good. And, like, it was up, but it didn't render for, like, most of the next day. Ideally, it renders within an hour. That's, like, the best situation, but YouTube's been all over the place for the last few months. But, like, it took a full day to render, and it's like, I have no idea where you see ads, how many ads you see, because, like, if it's not rendered to stream, I actually have no control over it at all. Same with, like, what was it, Far Cry 6, that it also had a copyright claim, so I also could not choose when ads play at all because of the copyright claim. I scrubbed the copyright claim. But, yeah, that took a while. So it's like, yeah, I actually don't really have a lot of control over it. Like, I don't have any control over what you see. I don't have any control, really, but I have light control of when, and that's in some situations. There you go, Caleb. This answers your question. Me carrying the team. Not at this hour at night. Look, I can play as Bossk. Do I get a refund, considering it's the last 20 seconds of battle? Bossk is boss. We have a Bossk command too, because I love playing as Bossk. This guy tears it up. Yeah, I don't think I get a refund on Bossk, do I? I'll just enjoy the magic of seeing him fly across the battlefield. You know, I can't believe we never got a third one. I wonder who's gonna end up with it. Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, Xbox gets it for, like, Activision and, like, has the Call of Duty devs, like, sit there and slave away on Battlefronts for a couple of years? There's gotta be money in this, right? More money in this than doing a Blade game. Could be straight up honest with you. There's more money in doing a Battlefront than a Blade game. It'd be funny if the third time was the Charmer we actually got. Well, actually, you know what? If they were to do another Battlefront, it would probably be like a live service Battlefront, so you'd get one and then just keep, like, updating it. That's probably as good as it would get. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see a Battlefront 3. Although it would be funny if a new kind of team took on Battlefront and they called it Battlefront 3, and then all the questions would be like, is it a Battlefront 3 that continues the events of Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 2-2? Which reminds me, we need to do a Battlefront Classic stream at some point. It's been a while. I love that one. Ba 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 ba. Kill the Wookiees. Oh, come on. Was he, like, self-healing or something like that? This is ridiculous. We must defend this ship. I'm starting to think I'm on, like, the worst Supremacy team. Whoa, that guy went flying, dude. Look, he's all over there. That was great. I think they're, like, the worst Supremacy team I've ever been on. And it would be Battlefront Infinite. You bought ice wine? I don't know if I've ever had ice wine. I've looked at it a few times, but I don't know if I've ever had that specifically. I have been curious about it, though. Yeah, it actually has been of interest. Not to do another wine night. I need to start drinking through my wine boxes. I've got so many of them. I've got, like, wine for years. I have to more casually start drinking it or something. Wine attack. The Clankers. Everybody loves the Clankers. Okay, I'm gonna be the super battle droid just because I can't seem to get Bossk. Oh, we're going the other way. Defend this station. Well, that was sad. I love the glow of the blasters. It looks so cool. Bossk is here. Bossk is boss. This is like the third time I've gotten to play Bossk tonight. We're only like 13 minutes in. This is great. This is the Boskin time of my life. My team is so bad I get to play as Bossk constantly. Stop killing my Bossk. Bossk, no! Bossk, run, Bossk, run! No! How did I die that fast? At least I have enough points to beat Bossk a fourth time. Who is my prey? Although honestly, I'm Boston like garbage. The only real disappointment here, though, is like, oh god, there's Yoda. I just became Bossk. Do I get a refund of points? No, me. Anyways, yeah, if this game had crossplay, I think the longevity would have been better. We're literally getting spawn capped. Man, this is the worst team I have ever had in the history of playing Battlefront. All you need to take a look at my squad there. Absolute losers. Particularly that Legend Caleb 2 guy. I heard he's a real casual. A real filthy casual. Anyways, yeah, what a garbage team. Embarrassing, man, because we're playing the All-Stars there. Better watch out for those wrist rockets. I love all the, what was it, all the little sayings from the original Battlefront. The original Battlefront is the best one. I know the kids, well actually, kids wouldn't even know what this game is anymore, it's so old, right? Came out in 2017, so it was like 6 years old now. It's ancient. And a whole generation of kids growing up, they don't know what the hell this is even. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. For the Republic! They're sending out the supers. Oh, this map's beautiful. That's the thing, this game was like so gorgeous when it came out. I remember this being one of those games where I was like, this is why I have an Xbox One X, man. Yeah, there's some full matches, this is great. I wish I could be pumping Star Wars music again. Wouldn't that be sick? If only copyright wasn't like such a pain in the ass. And if only you guys would sit there and like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting. The Patreon option. The Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. The Amazon store affiliate link if you're grabbing anything on Amazon. And gamerheadquarters.com. I write stuff on my site sometimes. Why not check out some Sky content over the holidays? Yeah! Remember guys, ad rev is high and joy is strong. I think we're out of big new games to like really push me to higher heights for views, but it's been a good ride. Yeah. Just like the simulations. Oh, Vaylander, how you doing? The whole crew's here for the death of the Republic. So I thought this game had rolling lobbies. Does it really rematch make every single match? Because that's kind of funny. I kind of figured that Caleb would just keep getting rolled into it. But yeah, this map is gorgeous. Kashyyyk is lovely too. I wonder what the odds are of like at least a remaster or something. Well, DICE never remasters anything. There's a lot of rebel scum. Yeah, and this one you play as like the Death Troopers and you can just like smoke those poor rebels. They don't like stand a chance on this map. And I don't think this is one of the Supremacy levels that has like a space thing, does it? It's just kind of a ground battle. Where am I getting... Oh, the Wookiee. I was like, where am I getting shot from? Freaking Chewbacca, man. Friday Night Battlefield? I thought you've been whining all year about this one, Caleb. Guys, who watches Battlefield? This game always, well, it used to do really, really good. It's kind of does meh nowadays, but, yeah, it's a fun Christmas thing. Lord Vader. I literally can't see anything. Those stun shots are really crazy. But yeah, it is a bit of a shame that they're not continuing this. But it makes sense. Like, why pay for a license when Battlefield can do just as good, you know, without having to have this license, right? It's all about that extra money. I am actually curious to see the long-term impact of sales for FIFA changing its name, right? Because they're EA Sports FC now. I wonder if that had any sort of impact. Or it was negligible. Probably was negligible. The whining paid off. Well, you know, if I throw it in during the holidays. Yeah. Bossk, no. Yeah, no, I've got I got a little schedule set up. Well, I'll have some fun this holiday season. I never realized how like screwed up my streaming schedule gets when Call of Duty isn't like a big deal. Okay. I literally never realized just how messed up that all gets. Did like a freaking Ewok shoot at me or something? Oh, it is an Ewok! I got killed by a freaking Ewok. Oh my god. On Yavin. They're not even native to this planet. I got Ewoked, guys. Ewoked. They're being so like visually like just blown away by the visuals in this game. Now it looks a little dated, which is funny. Yeah, it really feels a bit loose. I wonder if it's from the recent aggravation and aggression I've had towards it. Also, like, honestly, Call of Duty is so bad for your thumbsticks. So bad. It is a good-looking game still, but it is... I don't know. I can tell that it's, to me, it's looking a little aged. I definitely think they could do much better visually at this point, right? I mean, it has been several years, but... What a terrible spawn for me. It's like right there where Luke Skywalker was. They literally spawned me into a Jedi. Not being a Jedi. Because obviously we're fighting for the Empire. I think this demonstrates their design philosophy pretty well, where it's like there's good action every like so often, every few seconds. There's always something like going on. Although I did always feel that this felt a bit emptier compared to Battlefield because of the smaller player sizes. Because this one only goes up to 40 players, whereas, you know, Battlefield 64, right? I think we got the win here.
We control all command posts. Victory is within our grasp.
Deploying grenade.
Ah, got him. He got me too, but I didn't get him. Alright. Time to be a death trooper. Yeah, look at this. We've actually got a team that's, like, taking it to the enemy. That's nice. Maybe the game felt merciful for how much of a slapping around we got last match. That is the nice thing about this, though, is it doesn't have the aggressive, skill-based matchmaking that allegedly tracks how many times I shoot at teammates and stuff, which is funny.
The rebels are trying to secure position Oryx. Rebel commander on the ground.
Well, the rebels will only face death. I can't see anything. We're spawn camping them. Large Crayon? That's a creative name.
Victory
Man, we slapped those guys around. Holy. So the first match we got absolutely slapped around, and then the second match we absolutely slapped them around. What a weird mix. The X-Files? You know, if you think about it, the Remedy games are very X-Files-esque. I finished 4th, guys. That's me in the corner. You can't see the name, but that's me. Double XP. Like I need any more XP in this game. What are my stats on this one? 8 days, 16 hours, and I'm 3rd? Whoa, Kevin really liked the Battlefront 10 Mark II. Yeah, and actually that makes very much sense, yeah. Rank 50. Scored. Kills. I almost have 10,000 kills in this. Ah, Geonosis again? I wonder if we get a different map. Or maybe I should have stuck with that. Now I'm gonna have trouble finding a lobby. I don't know. Like, we just played on Geonosis, like, the previous match. It's such a boring map. Count Dooku? Yeah, Count Dooku's in this. Disney, why would Disney fail? They had like one bad year, man. It's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't worry about Disney faltering unless it's like, you know, a decade or so of issues. And at that point, they just get sold off anyway, so... I'm pretty sure it's going to be Paramount. It's going to be the first of the movie companies to fall, and that should be next year or the year after. Interesting. Oh, we get to go to the Death Star? This is sick. You're gonna get on this game? So that's what I love about the videos and streaming, and it motivates people to check out old stuff. Old games are fun games. Oh, it looks like my Call of Duty stream from yesterday just freaking rendered. Oh my god, it took like literally a whole day's worth of time. That's crazy, dude. Anyways, let's focus on the action now that we're in here. You know what, if you're a channel member, you have a slightly early look at the shorts video this year for the Calgary Expo. That's so late, but finally getting that out. And then I created the shorts video for the alpaca feeding, which I have as a GIF now. So, yeah. I'm gonna pop that up and show it to you guys in a sec here.
Advance and capture all key positions.
Hmm.
Them until the rebel assault has fallen.
Am I gonna just do a thumbs up? Kinda funny. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. Oh yeah, we got like a sponsored reaction video tomorrow for a trailer, so if you guys want to check that out. I think it'll be out in the afternoon. Yeah, it'll be out in the afternoon. It's like a few minutes long, so you know. Check it out, click the link and stuff. Nice to get some sponsored content occasionally. Yeah. Oh, and I got something cool today. I gotta show that off in a sec. We have a queue of things I gotta get through. Anyways, we'll start with the alpacas. We got the new alpaca gif for the stream. Galactic Assault? Nah, Supremacy is better than all the other game modes. I've played my share of this. I know what game modes to play. So there's me feeding Gizmo this year. Too bad the photos turned out like garbage. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to turn it off, not to put it on the craft dinner one, which is funny. So there we go. So that's that. And then I got like a nice little gift today from, what is it, Wargaming. So Wargaming, they send me, Wargaming sends me a gift every holidays. I don't know why, but I think they like me. I don't do their content all the time, but, you know, I do like sponsor stuff and stuff with them occasionally. But, yeah, they only send me a Christmas gift, which is nice. You know, occasionally I would get like a Christmas gift from Xbox, but that's always like completely random if that ever happens. Really depends on if they like me that year or not. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, this just showed up like literally a few hours ago. It's like it's a Wargaming blanket. Wargaming 25, I guess they're 25 years old. It's nice. It's like a nice cozy little blanket thing. I was like, sweet. It's totally random too. And they send all kinds of stuff. Like one year, I think last year was like the World of Tanks board game. And then I think another year they sent like spices and stuff, like hot sauce and that. I was like, oh wow. It's always nice when companies are thinking of you. I think it's because I did the Switch World of Tanks review and it was really popular. And they quite like that. And then since then they just sent me a gift. I was a little bummed out though this year that it didn't come with like a card. I know that sounds really stupid, but I like when they send me a little card. Yeah. It's just like I got one from one of my Microsoft PR people. My Christmas card, and I still keep it on my desk. It's nice. It's like a happy text or Techmas kind of card. It's actually really lovely. But yeah, I still keep it on my desk. I got this like years and years and years ago. Yeah, happy Techmas. Yeah, thanks for all your support. And then it's from all of us at Microsoft Canada. And this is like years and years ago, but they, yeah, this is the only one I got. But this was back when they did the, what is it, the HoloLens and the Xbox One, because that's an Xbox One there. So they sent this like a long time ago. And, yeah, I never got an upgrade since, but I keep that one on my desk because it looks nice. Makes it feel homey, you know. Not Luke Skywalker. I also need to have my chocolate calendar. Alpacas, and I thought they smelled bad. On the outside. Okay, what day is it today? It's the 16th. Well, it's not the 16th yet, but it's going to be. What did we get? We got a gingerbread man. As you can tell, I'm living life to the fullest. That big spoon.
Command post Dorn is under attack.
Who is shooting at me? How did they even get on this Death Star? Oh no, they drove a ship into it, didn't they? The idea of the rebels getting onto the Death Star just seems so preposterous. Like honestly, the Death Star is so big, I could see like sneaking a ship on or something like that, but like a full-blown like invasion force, that just seems like preposterous. Fancy Bunny. Well, Fancy Bunny is dead.
Fresh is under attack by the rebels.
Not all this rebel scum running around. This is like a control room. They always did nail the aesthetics on this one, didn't they?
Arms ready. Felucia has arrived.
Oh, we got a bit of a leak away because I'm like, oh, there's no way he's gonna be alone. Guys just freaking taking all the hits. Now we're losing all the positions. What the heck happened out here? Our team was so good.
We just lost control of command post Oryx.
It's an Ewok. You threw the will of the wisps at me, guys. These death troopers can be so powerful if you get into the right situation. Damn, dude. A never-ending battle against these rebels. It's like they don't like us or something like that. Feeling like a real sense of hostility. God damn it. The HoloLens? HoloLens was so cool, man. Just the field of view is so bad. Battlefront 3. Yeah, would be nice, but I don't think that's ever going to happen in my lifetime. But I'd love to be surprised, because they'd have to start a whole new franchise, because I don't think DICE is doing any more of this. An Xbox in 2026? I don't know, man. I don't know, I was kind of reading about it last night, because it was just some like tweets some guy did. It's more like speculation. I don't know, 2026? It'd be interesting. See, the funny thing is so many people will sit there and they'll be like, oh, this gen's just begun, I don't want a new Xbox, blah blah blah. And it's just like, they'll be like, it's the shortest gen ever if that's the case. And it's like, no, like console gens used to be a lot shorter. It used to be like 4 years, 6 years. I think most Xbox gens and PS gens were like 6, 7 years, maybe at a max. Like the original Xbox, so like the 360 was only 4 years. So it's, yeah, it's not crazy to do a shorter gen. It would make sense. I mean, Xbox is getting their ass handed to them, and going head-to-head with PlayStation isn't working, so if you change the rules a little bit, maybe it would work out to Xbox's advantage. I don't know. I think their biggest issue is being stuck with AMD and not having the opportunity to move to NVIDIA, but, you know, is what it is. Because, you know, essentially if you're doing AMD, right, you're going to have the same or close to the same specs as, like, your competitor's going to have, right? No matter what happens. And it would be interesting. It would be cool if Xbox tried to mix it up. I mean, it would make sense if they weren't doing a mid-gen refresh, if they're going to be, you know, starting a generation earlier or something, but I would say it would be good for Xbox to try something new. Will I care by then? I don't know, but it would be cool to see them try literally anything different. And the beauty of being the console owner that has Call of Duty, you can kind of start the generation whenever the hell you want to, because you have Call of Duty. It's a lot of rebel scum. A lot of rebel scum in there. How did I survive? I think we're spawn camping them. I think this is what's happening right now. We killed Luke Skywalker. The rebellion dies today. Again, the bigger question is how did the rebellion even get onto the Death Star? It's kind of a big security flaw, but you know, we're taking it in stride. Sure, Vader will choke out a couple guys and it'll all be fine. Yeah, that's a glass. Well, the glass is blast-proof for some reason. We did it.
They will think twice before making such a foolish attempt again.
Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, Patreon option, and the Discord for stream alerts, chat at great times. It's also an Amazon Starfleet link if you're into that. The Game Awards? I mean, it was the first time they ever announced something like that at the Game Awards, so they might do that again, or maybe they wouldn't. Oh my god, stop with the Geonosis, dude. It's such a boring map. Who the hell wants to play on Geonosis? Let's see if we can get a different level than Geonosis. I worked so hard at launch to make sure that my character, Bossk, had super upgraded cards, and then they nerfed him, and I was like, no! Oh no, I don't want a quick match. Oh, my bad on that one. No, I don't want to do a quick match. Actually, what am I missing for achievements? I need like 6 more. There are all these stupid ship flying ones. Defeat 25 hero ships. Proton stuff. Eliminate 5 enemies at once using the barrage. Probably get that one, would be too hard. It's all the starfighter crap I have to do. It's basic, that's it. Then I'd have all the achievements. And I'm going to Geonosis anyway. It sucks to suck. I grinded out the last of my Avatar achievements. Not the full 1,000, but... what was it? The 36 gamer score achievements. Oh, it stopped showing me new recent achievements for about a week. That's great. But yeah, I needed to get 2 more 36 gamer score achievements in... what the hell was it? In Avatar there. So I spent a little bit of my day collecting kites and tuning wind chimes was like the quickest stuff, and yeah, I got that done and then I uninstalled that game. I was like, thank God. I was like, this is so boring. There was like this one where you have to like follow these weird bug things, and I was like, this takes way too long. I don't know who it is. There's one guy on the Discord there. He's got the full 1,000 in the game, and I was just like, man, this is like one of the most boring games I've ever played. I was like, I don't know how you would spend time like that. But it's impressive. It really is. I think did he have like 80 hours? I was like, a round of applause on that one, because that's miraculous. But yeah, I was doing like a few of the bug catching ones for that achievement. I was like, there's got to be a quicker way. I'm like, this bug stuff, it's just terrible. The kites weren't very fun either, but they were quick. Same with the wind chime tuning. I mean, hell with the kites, you could literally just fly by the kites and pick them up while you're on your little bird. I was like, okay, and they're all in one area, so I was like, sweet. So yeah, my gamer score's fixed. Why would I lose my progress in this game? My lovely face? Yeah, okay. A like before going to work? Good for you, friendly homie. It's nice of you to do that. Do I play with HDR off? Yeah, I play with HDR off most of the time now. It's, it messes with the picture when recording, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have, what is it, I still don't think my editing software supports HDR stuff. But also, it's like recording stuff, it's like a mess. I don't know how to describe it. I used to leave HDR on when I did my videos, and it would disrupt the picture, if that made sense. So I started just like turning it off and just leaving it off because it kind of fucks with the picture, if that makes sense. Like it makes it look all like washed out and stuff, the recording. So yeah. This is a big issue, and YouTube support for HDR, it's gotten better, but it's still, yeah. It's weird, we've had this technology for like quite a while, and we still don't have stuff that like properly supports it for recording. Like, same with like higher frame rates, we've had higher frame rates for a while, and we still don't have, you know, 4K 120 capture cards. I mean, hell, there's the brand new AverMedia 2.1 compliant capture card coming out in January. And it supports 4K 120, but it doesn't record at 4K 120. And I was like, god damn it. But, yeah, there was way too many of my recordings would come out, like, unusable. And I eventually just gave up on having the HDR on because it would just totally mess with the picture. And I don't think I can stream HDR to YouTube, can I? I don't know if that's a thing. I've never tried that. It was really funny though, like I would do stuff when the Xbox Series X launched, like first launched, and if I recorded it with HDR on, sometimes the screen would be like pitch black and it just wouldn't even be seeable. So more recently HDR issues are like, it looks washed out, but like, yeah, literally, I think it was like Dirt 5, the recording just came out black, like entirely black. You could see like little outlines and stuff. I was like, what the hell? There's a few games like that where it's just the screen would be all black and I'd be like, what is going on here? There's actually some funny bugs at the launch there. You built a home gym. Oh, that's nice. 58 hours. Ah, my bad. Some pretty good time. Your stuff. Well, I would imagine your controllers and everything will work on the next Xbox. I mean, they worked on the Xbox Series X here, right? The Xbox One stuff did. Keeping in mind, Xbox trying to blur the lines between like console generations. I think they're gonna go a little bit more iterative, especially if they're doing like a console sooner than later. But the core documents all said 2028 for the next gen consoles, so I don't know. It's weird unless those plans have changed and they decided to go full tilt on a new gen early. I don't know what to say, man. That's a weird one to me, because yeah, I mean, that guy did leak some stuff, and you know, if he said it was supposed to be like 2025, 2026 for a new Xbox gen, maybe, I guess, but court case documents said next gen is 2028. But then again, even Phil Spencer himself said that the refreshed Xbox stuff was supposed to be changed or adjusted this year. Because even that guy in the leak had mentioned, that's an upside down droideka, had mentioned they canceled plans to do, what was it? They canceled plans to do that stuff. So, I don't know, because we're supposed to get a refreshed Series X, Series S, and apparently those might be canceled or adjusted, so I don't know what's going on. It's weird. It would kind of explain why Blade doesn't have a console associated with it, and it just says Xbox. The other thing would be like, you know, if they do a mid-gen refresh, or not a mid-gen refresh, if they do a next-gen Xbox, it's like Series S is gonna get like dropped like a rock. It'll become just a streaming device at that point, because there's no way that they're gonna support that many SKUs, right? And I think what they would do is they would just keep releasing Xboxes, and then developers would pick what Xboxes they want to support backfill, and then ones that weren't supported would just get like a streamed version of games, would be the idea. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, there's a lot of funny like pre-launch stories on the Xbox. I remember when I first got my Series X set up, because I had it about a month early. There was literally like no games on it. They were rolling out the games day to day, so like they had to check all of the games to make sure they worked, like the backwards compatible games. They had to like actually do checks and be like, okay, it works on the new hardware, backwards compatibility wise. So like it was like a trickle effect. Like day one, I think there was like 30 games that worked out of like all of the, you know, like all the Xbox One, 360, original Xbox. Like there was like 30 games that worked that I could play. And then throughout the week that was happening, they were slowly, like each day I'd wake up and there'd be like a new update for the dashboard or whatever, and they would add, you know, there'd be like 100 games. Like the one day I think they added like 3,000 or something, or it's like 1,000 games or something they were adding, and I was like, oh, okay, there we go. They just like all started appearing as playable on my Series X, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. It was so weird. It's like I finally got the opportunity to review hardware ahead of release, and the hardware I got to review was like underwhelming in the sense that it was like the exact same. Like the Series X was really, really cool when it came out. Like it was super powerful, everything looked better. It's like, oh, this is amazing, 4K 120. But I was like a little underwhelmed because the dashboard was like the exact same. Because usually when you get a new console, you're like, oh my god, it's brand new, it looks all different, and it was just like, huh, was like the same as my Xbox One. I was just like, oh, okay. Then I went and started playing stuff in the app, and obviously there were some good upgrades, but yeah, it was kind of funny because I was like, it's generational blur, right? The other thing that's funny about the new Xbox consoles, if there is a mid-gen, if there is early generation start, it's like people are acting like there's not going to be like cross-gen for like 3 years plus or something, right? I don't know. It'll be neat to see what they do with the tech, but whatever Xbox is currently doing is not working, so they need to mix it up if they want to be competitive. Because it did help them with the 360 launching a year earlier, so. But I think if PS5 is doing the Pro next year, because I'm pretty confident that the Pro is happening, and it'll be like in the fall next year. If they're doing that and Xbox doesn't have a mid-gen, I think that would lean and lend credits to Xbox doing a shorter gen or something, or switching up their hardware a bit. Because it would be weird not to go toe-to-toe with PlayStation. And hilariously, from a naming scheme convention, if they do get out the Xboxes fast enough, they could actually catch up to PlayStation, and they could call the Xbox 6, because they've done the original Xbox, the 360, the Xbox One, the Series X, and the S. And if they do a mid-gen, or like a new generation console ahead of the PS6, they could technically call the next Xbox the Xbox 6 if they'd like to. Because if you don't know, that's why the 360 was called the 360, is because they didn't want to be called the Xbox 2 when PlayStation had the PS3 out. They didn't want... Microsoft's really uncomfortable if they have an inferior naming scheme. They do it with Windows as well, where it's just like, we can't be lower than max number or whatever, and it's just like, oh my god, nobody cares. But it's so funny. It's like, yeah, they could beat PS6 out by doing a, yeah. I read your thing about HDR. It is what it is, man. I'm not gonna mess with the recording stuff because honestly, it's too much effort, and nobody really cares if there's HDR. I mean, people care if there's HDR like available, but I haven't had anyone care if there's like HDR video footage or whatever. I haven't had a single person ask for that. Same with, like, what is it, the FPS, like, charts, where there's, like, a chart graphing frame rate on the screen. I've had, like, 3 people ask for that. And I know that's, like, oh, 3 people. I was like, yeah, it's, like, maybe, like, 0.00001% of, like, comments have even cared about having that sort of thing. Because if you watch my Watch Dogs 2 FPS boost video, I included a frame rate graphic or whatever, and yeah, nobody even commented or mentioned it at all, and I was like, okay, well, that's a waste of time. So yeah, kind of funny. Shouldn't be a shortage in consoles. Well, there was supply chain issues and everything like that, and I don't know, man. Like, honestly, if there wasn't a supply chain issue in consoles, I think PlayStation would have been just absolutely fucking smoking Xbox even worse than they are now this gen. Because, like, the demand for PS5 is just so hot and heavy, it's crazy. Like, it would have been embarrassing, like, even more embarrassing than it is now. Probably would have been, like, 3-1 at least for console sales. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. I've been saying, what is it, a few months back, we were kind of talking about the idea that it would be really good if Xbox changed it up by ditching AMD and going with, like, a NVIDIA graphics card in their next Xbox. And it's just kind of the idea that it's like, what they're doing is not working and they need to do something new. And I think starting a gen earlier would be a good idea. And console generations have gotten too long. People are way too complacent. There's no reason for these consoles to last like freaking 10 years. It's just such a waste of technology. Like, the tech doesn't evolve and your games start to look really bad. And believe it or not, that started with like the 360 gen. That gen was really long, and then the Xbox One gen was really long, and it's been super blurry and cross-gen right now. And this gen's probably going to stretch on too long, but yeah, I'd like to go back to shorter console generations would be ideal. Honestly, like 4 years would be a soft spot, but probably be about 6. 6, yeah. 8 is way too long. Because it's always the year it ends, plus like 2 or 3 years because of the cross-gen, at least 2 or 3 years, right? God damn it, I got Anakin and we're going off onto the ship to escape. Damn, dude, that sucks. Okay, well that was a waste of money. That sucked. My Far Cry 6 video from last year? That one shouldn't have HDR applied to it. Did people still play this? Yep. Yeah. Yeah, lots of people playing it. Well, I like HDR. I think it adds a very nice visual effect. HDR, I'm glad more and more people have been able to try it, because like when HDR first came out, it was really hard to explain what HDR did to those that haven't seen it. Because I'd be like, oh, HDR is like a complete game changer, and it looks beautiful and the lighting's amazing. But like you can't show that to people, if that makes sense. Like YouTube didn't have any support for HDR then, right? But it's also like, how do you describe and showcase something like that to people without them being able to like really see it themselves, right? Because also, you know, if you were even recording in HDR and showing it off, it's like nobody had like HDR compliant screens and stuff really yet, right? So yeah, it's one of those weird techs. It honestly is. Because like I can show you this game running on the Xbox One X, and you can see it on your 1080 screen, and it's gonna look better than it would if I recorded it on like, you know, original Xbox One whenever it's not in 4K. And you can see that, but like HDR is like sort of a specific way you visualize things and that. Revenge of the Sith is nearly 20 years old. Yeah, you probably shouldn't remind me that, because that makes me feel really old. When I was like a child, we went for my birthday to go watch Revenge of the Sith, so yeah. Definitely don't want to think of it like that.
Let's keep the theatrics to a minimum.
I am Master Kenobi.
Lightsaber, and they all started to scatter.
How did that hit Maul, man? You're up, Kenobi. I'm just trying to get that health back up again, eh? They got 2 turrets set up? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know what else is ridiculous, guys? Not liking the stream. Oh, and the death of Count Dooku, though. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're grabbing anything on Amazon, use the affiliate link. God damn it. Well, yes, there is elements of the knit level. Dolby Vision. I wouldn't say Dolby Vision's dead. It's kind of a little bit more of a niche kind of thing, right? Like Dolby Atmos became like an audio standard, and I think Dolby Vision came in a little too late and hasn't fully taken off yet for support. It's like all things with technology, you know, there's multiple companies trying to compete doing the same sort of thing, but doing their own sort of thing. I think Dolby Vision, the idea was, hey, we've got the sound stuff down packed, everybody uses Dolby Atmos, right? Let's see if we can do that for HDR. And it hasn't really taken off yet. It's supported on a lot of newer TVs and that, but I don't think it's super popular. Because my screen isn't you know, mine doesn't support Dolby Vision. It wasn't even a thing yet, right? So, and the companies, they're always fighting for their technology to become the technology, because that's how they make money, is they license it out, right? And TV manufacturers love slapping it on their screens, where it's like, oh, we've got this feature and that feature.
Well done.
I'm excited though for CS. They've got a whole bunch of new Samsung monitors coming out. They were teasing them. They're like all 4K. There's like one that's like 360 hertz, 240 hertz, and there's like these big, beautiful screens that are OLED, and I'm just like, yes. So hopefully I get to maybe review those at least, or maybe I'll go buy myself one. I don't know. Because I do want 2 monitors. I've been wanting that for a while. I bought a second monitor, and it was a used monitor when it came to me, so we'll see what happens. Because I was sitting there, I was like, man, why do I cheap out on like my TV? Like, I didn't cheap out on my TV. It was like I needed a TV to cover the new consoles. Like I needed something that did 4K 120, and it was like this was on sale at Costco for like $1,400 or $1,600 or something. And I was like, great, that's a good deal, because you know 4K 120 is still expensive TVs. But I'm like, I spent so much time looking at the screen for my work, where I'm kind of like, I should probably like, I'll splurge next time, because yeah, I mean, I spent so goddamn long looking at this, it should look good, right? Oh, thanks for the donation there, Flower. Dolby is a company? Yeah, I know Dolby's a company. HDR is a compliance standard. Well, there's HDR 10 plus, and that's, yeah, no, thanks, man, but yeah, no, I do know this, yes. That's why it's called Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, Dolby Digital. Yeah, it's, yes, I'm aware of the standards. I hope I didn't make it sound like that's not what it was. Yeah. Because then there's, yeah, and then your HDR levels, the nit level, like the, I wouldn't say vibrancy, but the, not color range either. The brightness, the nit range or whatever is sort of the determinants for like what standard of HDR you fit into. And a lot of TVs, they also, the cheaper end ones, they do HDR, quote unquote, but it's like not like full proper compliant HDR, and then you know your HDR is going to look different. So better or worse if you're on like an OLED or not on OLED. Then there's micro LEDs, which are like amazing, but that stuff's not really out there yet. Really got to do another CES one of these years and kind of get back up on the top of the industry trends. Should have went and renewed my passport. So much work though. Dolby is a person, us. Actually, that'd be pretty funny. Was there a guy named Dolby? That'd actually be pretty. Like a lot of companies that are older, actually like named after people. It would be funny if there was this guy. He's like, I'm Dolby, and I'm here to make audio. Because you know, before Dolby, the standard was like, I don't know, if it was for a bit. It was a bit of a standard. Was THX, right? And then they tried to bring THX back in 2019, I think it was, CS. The CS before COVID was like, it was all over the show floor that they were doing a new THX standard, and THX is like, we're coming back, but like everyone else was like Dolby Atmos supported, which was kind of funny. So you had like THX there with like a small presence, but like every single goddamn like TV, speaker, headphones, headset, everything was supporting Dolby Atmos as a standard. Is Condemned a good game? It's an interesting game. It's like a first-person kind of horror type title. It's interesting. I'd give the first one a whirl. Yeah. 8K flat screens. 8K is really nice, but like there's not really anything that like uses 8K. I was talking to one guy at Costco that was looking at buying a TV, and he's like, oh, everything I have is 1080p. There's no point of a 4K. And I was like, You do know the TV, like, upscales your content, right? Like, it upreses it. I mean, obviously, like, a native 4K picture is going to look better than, like, an upscale 1080p image. But I'm like, the TV does actually upscale and improve your visual content. That's another issue with doing video stuff these days. Is, like, your TV, like, impacts what you're seeing a little bit, too, right? Like, VRR and stuff like that. Because I remember, what was it? It was like Maneater I did, and I was recording it, and I had the VRR kicking in, and it was like, oh, this is nice and, you know, smooth and whatnot. And then I looked at my footage, because the footage is like a direct plug-in. And, yeah, so the footage is different from what I was, like, seeing when I was playing it. And I was like, god damn it, dude. So TVs do a lot, too, to change what you're doing. And then when I was at, like, last at CES, they were playing around with the idea that, like, TVs could also do, like, fixing the images. And I don't know if that's ever really happened or been pushed. But yeah, they had, like, AI tech that was going on. They were demonstrating the idea that they could, like, not only up-res, but they could, like, fill in dead parts of, like, film and stuff using the technology, and it, like, could fix, like, damaged footage or something like that to a degree. It was interesting. God damn it, they got me, guys. Yeah. Do I have an OLED? No, not currently. I'd like to. I've reviewed an OLED. It's very pretty. I think my next TV will probably be like an 8K OLED or something. I don't really have plans to buy a new TV. But next time I do, I'm probably going to splurge. Unless I got no money because I'll be house poor, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. I like TV for like gaming and stuff. Monitors are nice, but... But yeah, I do like gaming on like a TV screen. I'm watching my footage and stuff, like videos and that on a TV screen. What is hilarious though, is a couple years ago, did we lose so we can play on a different map? Because god, I hate this level so much. Oh no, we were attacking, so now we gotta do it again. Fuck. Oh, I'm so sick of Geonosis. This map is just, ugh. It's okay, but it shows up way too much, and it's just, ugh. Ugh, ugh. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh yeah, like a couple years ago, it was funny because I make, you know, the content in 4K and whatnot, and like I do all my editing and everything on my monitor. And I remember one day I was like watching footage of like me, you know, off my phone where it's like a really high bit rate, and I was just like, oh wow, that looks amazing on the TV. I'm like, it's so clear. I was like, that's incredible. And it's like even with YouTube, like, because YouTube does a lot of compression too on what you see as well, and it was just like, I was kind of blown away by it. I was like, this looks really good. Like, people are in for a treat with some of my video stuff. I was like, this looks really nice. The Switch won't keep OLED. Like the new Nintendo console, we have no idea what the new Nintendo console is gonna do, but I don't know. They might cheap out, not do OLED, and make more money. And you know, OLED's a little costlier to put in on the screens, and that. I'll have to wait and see what Nintendo does, honestly. Yeah. This is the most important world in Star Wars? Yeah, okay. You're watching on an OLED? Oh, ho, ho, must be nice. Yeah. You're not interested. I'm interested in, like, when I buy tech, I usually, like, invest in it, so it's, like, future-proofed a little bit. And the idea of an 8K, like I said, I'm not buying a new TV anytime soon. I don't really have plans to. I don't know, maybe I'll get like a wicked deal one day. Like I'll walk into Costco and they'll be like half off, and I'll be like, yes, let's do it. But, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever had that. Where you're just like walking into a store and they're like, yeah, they're just, what is it, open box or something, or they're just like, we gotta clear this out, and it's like half off, and you're like, fuck yes. And you just buy something impulsively. That could happen. You never know. You never know when you stroll into Costco, and because they had some good deals on, like, what was it, some Sony TVs, but I'm like, I don't buy Sony TVs. I think they're overpriced and not as good quality. But Yeah, it's kind of funny. They're very good deals. You could get one that was like $800 or $900 off. I was like, phew. But yeah, I will splurge on tech so that it does last longer for me. But when I'm buying something too, it does need to be useful for my work. Because I would have kept with the 4K 60 TV, like I said, for a while longer, because there wasn't a need to really upgrade until I saw that I needed 120 Hz support. So who's to say for next-gen consoles that I might not need like I might need like a screen that does like 240 frames or something? I really don't know. And you don't know until that technology is announced, and then you got to get something that like supports this so that you can cover this stuff, right? That's how it goes. But the idea would be, I'm assuming by the time I need a TV, 8K will be more standard, and you know, probably be like 8K 60, and then 4K 120 will be like the options or something, or maybe it'll be 4K 240 hertz. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how the tech changes. But the biggest issue for 8K is the lack of 8K content, because we still like don't really have a lot of like 4K content. Because I don't know if you guys know, but like a lot of the like if you buy a 4K Blu-ray, a lot of those are not mastered at 4K. They're mastered at like 2K. So they're not even like actually running at 4K. Like usually the picture is shot at 4K, but the special effects are done at like 2K or lower because it's cheaper. OLED burn-in? OLED burn-in is pretty good nowadays on the newer screens. It's not really much of a problem from what I understand. Yeah. Oh, they're already teasing the new CES stuff. Like I was saying earlier, there's a number of Samsung monitors that are going to be doing like 4K at like 240, 4K at like 360 hertz, or I think it was 4K 240, and then maybe 1440 at 360 FPS or 360 hertz. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out on that stuff, which is why it's fun to go to CES. But like I said, passport isn't renewed, so I can't really go. It was funny because I signed up because I get complimentary CES access every year. This year I didn't even have to fill out a form, which was funny. Usually I have to fill out like a PDF that's like, I'm going to do this, blah blah. This year they're just like, you're good to go, and I was just like, oh. Because I was like, and usually they have online, so I can do it digitally. They give you like a choice, you can do it physically or digitally, because you know we had those CS years where you couldn't do it physically due to COVID. And yeah, and it was just kind of like, oh, I thought I could do it digital again this year, but they're like, you're good to go, see you in Vegas, and I was like, oh, didn't know I was going. I literally can't, because yeah, I couldn't get my passport done fast enough to be able to do that. Also, I don't really want to spend money on it. I'm putting everything in on house stuff. And then taxes too. I'm gonna have to pay off all my taxes soon. I hate paying off the taxes, dude. It sucks. Tax season's the worst. 8K 120 in this economy, right? Sometimes at 1080, yep. A lot of the 4Ks are mastered like way lower. There's not even that many 4K like 60. 4K 60. There's not many like 4K Blu-rays that even work, and it's like hard to get like a 4K player, and I think that kind of media is just dying. It's a little sad too, because in the sense that like, you know, you can get like Netflix at 4K, but it's like, you know, the bit rate is so butchered that it's not like anywhere near like what a 4K Blu-ray would be like, file size wise and stuff. Yeah. Well, 4K 120 is kind of demanding. It's not really demanding if you have like a good GPU, but for like AMD stuff, it's like, yeah, 4K 120 is demanding. We do have some 4K 120 stuff. And it's really awesome. Like, I love playing Halo MCC or 4K 120, which is why it pisses me off so much when I'm streaming that I can't, like, play at 120 hertz, but, It does make a big difference when you're competing. Man, I wish Xbox and PlayStation would just ditch AMD and go with NVIDIA cards so that we could get DLSS and actually get like high frame rates and stuff. Oh. That'd be such a dream. I think the first of the companies that actually is bold enough to switch over will have like such an amazing power advantage. That's right, I think that next Nintendo console is going to be really, really fascinating to see how the specs turn out, just because it's going to actually have possibly the capability to do DLSS. Because AMD's got like, what, FSR 3 is coming? But I've kind of been looking at that and I'm not super impressed with it either. Oh yeah, Avatar there, I guess, says the FSR, which would explain why the water looks like crap. The FSR shimmer. Although it didn't look as shimmery, it looked more like... I don't know if you guys remember when I did the Avatar, the first stream of Avatar, but I was like, as soon as I got out in the outer world, I was like, that water looks really weird and like murky. I was like, what is this? So it didn't look FSR shimmery like water usually does, but it had like this really weird like effect to it. Yeah, it looks a little crappy. And I was like, oh, it's got FSR. I was like, that makes sense. Also, a lot of these games are gonna look like crap in 5 years from now because they use FSR, and FSR will like... I don't know how to describe it. Like, we can upgrade like resolution that's like native, like with the original Xbox and 360 games. We can make those games look better, but if they have FSR on them, it's not... They don't upscale quite the same. You'd have to go back and like reapply FSR, and yeah, native resolutions are better, but it is what it is. What? Both run at 4K 120? I don't know, man. I think we're still struggling to do 4K 60 on these consoles, so 4K 120 in this economy. I am curious though, with the next gen Xbox, those games that have FPS boost, where like this one, where for FPS boost to run at 120 it drops to 1080p. I'm wondering if this will run at 4K 120 next gen. I'm wondering if I'll be able to even record a show on YouTube at 120. Yeah. RT mixed with RT space reflections. Yeah, no, I mean, I did mention that, but I'm just like, they're using FSR and stuff. It looks weird, the water. It really does. Like, if you get in close to it, it looks okay, but from like a distance, it looks really off. The newer FSR looks better. I mean, it looks better, but it's like, I mean, coming from like FSR 2, it's not... It still doesn't look right. Like, when you play stuff with like DLSS, it's pretty close to native resolution. I know that's like something where someone would be like aghast, but like it is, you know, like a regular person's not going to really be able to tell. But like when you're playing something with like FSR, it just looks off a lot of the time. If that makes sense, like if you were to compare the two together and just like regularly playing, like what is it? Especially like those UE5 games, I think it's even more blatant when you're looking at like UE5 games. It's just, it looks off, the picture. Like Immortals of Avium looks really weird. I remember the first time I saw FSR being applied on consoles, and it was that mist. And I was like, why the fuck does the water look like that? And yeah, it is... I don't know, you can kind of tell. Especially stuff that's supposed to be more realistic, you can kind of tell. And it's like, yeah, I hope FSR 3 is way better, but like, NVIDIA is just so ahead with DLSS. Like, so far ahead. And then there's a rumor that the PS5 Pro for next year is going to have Sony's homemade DLSS, potentially, you know, speculated or whatever. And I'm just wondering what that's going to look like, because, you know, I don't... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how they're going to be catching up or what they're going to be doing. And then Xbox was supposed to be doing was a DirectML I was seeing demos for, and I don't really know if we've ever really seen that even applied. It's like, because we're not even really getting the full feature set of, is it RDNA 3 or whatever, and it's, I don't know, it's just, I don't really like what FSR does to games. I don't think it's quite there yet, and it's just like, we're gonna have this really awkward few years of like half-baked games with FSR like 2, and it just kind of looks not great. I like to be more forward-thinking for some of these games, honestly, and it's just, yeah, some of them I don't think are going to age very well because of that. Yeah. A full playthrough of Cyberpunk on 4090? Yeah, Cyberpunk looks so good on the 4090. I haven't gotten to try it yet, but they've got the latest 2.1 update does the ray tracing reconstruction. Because I was playing 4090 Cyberpunk with the Overdrive? I think it was it called Overdrive was the ray tracing mode? And I was like, holy fucking hell, this looks amazing. I was like, oh, hot damn. It was breathtaking. I was blown away by it. And then yeah, now they've got ray tracing reconstruction, so I'm very curious to see what that's going to be like. Because that's even a step further. What else was there? Was like another effect that was really cool. Like I remember, what was it? Control was the poster child for like ray tracing for a while, and I think now it's Cyberpunk, right? For like PC wise, that is. It's like the poster child for tech and stuff. Kind of funny to see how that changes over the years. But I remember Control, it was always like, oh, they're doing something new with the tech, and then I'm like, oh, that means Control is getting a new update. And like Control will be all fancy with ray tracing. Avatar. That's another thing, is like the dynamic resolution scaling. Oh, and it's been a while, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons. It's like $1 to join. Why not become a channel member? Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat at great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that. Oh crap, Grievous. Where did he go? Is he just like running away? Grievous, come back.
What slug hole did you crawl out of?
What slug hole did you crawl out of? I guess I'll just mess up the position. Why isn't he putting his lightsaber up to block? Oh, because I'm out of energy. God damn it. Path tracing. Okay, so for Dead Space, though, Dead Space is largely just like a black screen, right? So some games hide it a little bit better. But that is the funny thing, too, is like, yeah, Immortals, because UE5 is obviously highly demanding. So you get a game, like, so there's this whole chain of stuff, but like FSR and like DLSS is supposed to be, you're close to a full, you know, frame rate, you're close to a full resolution, let's do a little bit of support. But some of these developers, especially for UE5, are kind of using it as a crutch, where they're like, well, you know, we can only get like 600 to 800p, let's use it to kind of cheese our way up to a higher resolution and hope the frame rate works. So you're kind of like, it's like lazy patchwork, if that makes sense. And, you know, Immortals just looks like garbage. Like, remember that, if you guys watched the stream when we were working through Immortals, there's like this one boss fight in the water, and there's like all these like particle effects going on, and the screen is just like a blurry, sandy, film-grained mess. Like, you can't tell literally anything. What the hell? How did I die that fast? Like, it looks just like garbage. And it's like the frame rate's bad too, and I'm curious about that one. Like, I'll do another video for Immortals, because I think they're gonna do FSR 3 on console for that one. I don't know if I'm 100% on that, but I'll give that one another chance to see if FSR can do anything, like FSR 3. But I don't know. I think that one's always just gonna be awkwardly stuck, looking like muddled soup forever. Well, at least on the console side of things, right? And that's the other thing too, where I'm like, I'd like new consoles, or I'd like consoles that ditch AMD and go for NVIDIA stuff. God damn it, we have to go back to the planet again. Oh, I hate Geonosis, dude. Ugh. Because I would like to see something a little better looking, because these UE5 games are crippling these consoles, and it's only going to get worse. Bum, 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 bum. Cross save coming? Oh, for Warframe? Yeah, that's nice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Back to the capital. I hate having to do the frickin' battles, like, on Geonosis. It's so annoying, like, you can just go back and forth and back and forth. I remember one stream we did of Battlefront, where it took, like, I was like, okay, guys, we're gonna do one more battle, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And I think the battle lasted, like, 3 hours or something. I was like, this is ridiculous. I think Kevin was there, too, and we're just like, we did say we'd stick through it, and we're just, like, it just went back and forth, and I was like, this sucks, dude, just end. We were trying to, like, throw the match, and it wasn't even working. It was a nightmare, man. Because Supremacy, you could theoretically go on for, like, ever. Because it's, like, as long as it takes to siege the position, right? Galactic, you stop with the... We're not doing Galactic Assault, Caleb. We do Supremacy, and that's it. Jeez. You act like I haven't played so many hours of this bad boy.
Master Yoda is here to support us. Hit the objective.
Say Master Yoda? Yeah, you did, okay, because we're the clones. We're not the Stormtroopers, so we're good to go. I kind of miss the quaintness of the original Battlefront. Yeah, it's... We'll have to fit that in the new year at some point, I think. We'll have to do a classic Battlefront 2 stream again. It's been way too long. Yeah, because we used to do this like once a month, and then we throw in the classic Battlefront 2. And... Oh, how times change with your streaming. God damn it. Ah. It would have been cool to be like covering this game when it first came out. I feel like we missed so many cool eras of streaming, if that makes sense. Somebody beat me to Anakin? God damn it, dude. It would have been cool to play a lot of these when they actually released. Loved and pissed you off. You didn't love Battlefront from day one when you grinded for cards. I had such good cards for my Bossk, and they nerfed poor Bossk, man. Then, like, I am curious, like, I'm wondering what the first FSR 3 game on console is gonna be and what that's gonna be like. Ooh. Same with it, it is so funny that we waited so long for UE5, and so far UE5 has just been like... looks great, but the picture quality is just an abomination. They weren't kidding when it was... What did they say? It was 1080 60 FPS was the target for consoles. For games running on UE5. I don't even know if we really hit that, right? I'm trying to think of what like Lords of the Fallen did, and that game runs super bad. It's kind of sad because I was so used to this cross-gen period where we were finally getting games like 4K 60 and they were looking great. Now we're like bumping back down to like 4K 30 and 1080 desperately trying to get to 60 FPS. And in this economy. It has a one shot. Good kill there, guys. Okay, damn it. We almost had him. I don't think we went over anything else today. Yeah, I could have covered everything. Is that General Grievous? Yeah, it is. He's a bad guy. Leave me alone! No, I'm dead. I'll complain about it. I complain about a lot of stuff. This is what it is. How full are the servers? Too full. Couldn't even get a match. I'm just kidding. I don't know, they're lively. Full matches tonight. RoboCop. RoboCop had some like performance issues and stuff. Also like a really tiny, like linear, kind of tight game too. What's actually really funny about RoboCop is that it looks like some of the assets in that one were kind of flipped from the Matrix demo, which is kind of funny. But hats off to him. It's successful. Like again, you know, I don't think RoboCop's like a perfect game, but man, that game was when it was fun, it was fun. You know, like blasting folks and stuff. It looks so cool.
I don't like where this is heading. Let's find you a transport ship.
But we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm curious to see what the Coalition does with Gears 6 with UE5, because they're usually the masters of Unreal. And I mean, Fortnite is actually probably the best running looking UE5 game we have. Like, it looks great, runs smoothly. They do a lot with it.
Destroy our ship, can we?
Star Wars Outlaws? I mean, it could be good. We'll have to wait and see. So now we're defending. Okay, I'm hoping the other team blows up our position, because God, am I tired of this freaking level, dude. I'm so tired of Geonosis. It's just a sand planet. It's not even as cool as Tatooine. You know, there's a problem when a Star Wars fan is being like, bring back Tatooine, because God, we get too much Tatooine in Star Wars. It's just because it's cheap to film there. You know, in the desert. The Force is strong with this one. Wait, why am I playing... Who am I playing as? Am I Obi-Wan? Why do I have a white jacket? Yeah, this is Anakin. Why is my jacket, like, my robe white? Oh, it's just the room lighting? That's weird. Get back here, Grievous, you coward. Oh, now I'm getting blasted. That's cheating, Super Battle Droid. We were supposed to have a Jedi duel. Is Caleb still here? Or is he in another match? Like, this is such a grind to get this done. It's the battle that never ends. UE5 with Fortnite? Well, I mean, it is Epic, and Epic does make, you know, Unreal Engine, so you would kind of expect Fortnite to look the best, but yeah, I mean, you gotta give it to him. Like, Fortnite does look really nice with UE5. The lighting is amazing. It's using the full, like, feature sets, everything like that, and it runs smooth. And they do so much with it. You know, they got the Battle Royale, they got a music version of it, they got the driving thing. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Come on, how am I not killing that droidica, dude? It's not even defended, like, it doesn't even have a shield up. Yeah. Lumen. Gameplay. Well, you know, you buy a new console to be impressed by the visuals and the technology and stuff like that, and part of that is how games look. I'm just curious what the long-term games are going to be where you're like, wow, that was a good-looking game. Because I remember the Xbox One obviously suffered the whole gen from having inferior tech, right? But, you know, you can pick out a number of, like, launch games like Rise Son of Rome, and I think that game still looks pretty good today. You get what I mean? Like, there's still games that you can kind of be like, oh, this game's always going to look pretty good for when it came out. But this gen, it's a little tougher to pick out games where you're like, oh, this is going to look really good in 10 years from now. If that makes sense. It's, yeah. It's a curious thought. There isn't even really that many, like, current gen only titles too, right? Really awkward, though. This whole generation is really awkward. It started out so promising, and then I just, yeah. He's so fast! Grievous, get back here! Nothing like General Grievous running through our team and then Anakin Skywalker just kind of following him. We lost? We attacked them twice and they took one attack at us and we lost. Ugh, that's depressing. Rouge City? You mean Rogue City? Your aunt bought an Xbox? Well, I hope she enjoys it, has fun with it. Fortnite hate? Fortnite's like one of the biggest games out there. It's not necessarily hate for it if it's that big, right? I mean, hell, they had like, was it 2 million plus people like actively playing Lego within that game at any given time? Like, Fortnite is huge. I'm sure there is more people out there than not that enjoy Fortnite as opposed to dislike it and hate it. Because you don't get to that kind of player count without, you know, there being a dedicated fan base. Oh, Felucia is so beautiful. I thought this world looked so good back on the original Battlefront 2. I remember being so blown away by it. I still think that map looks kind of good for its time. But yeah, this map is gorgeous here with like the weird plants and stuff. I love when they get to be, you know, not held back and just do crazy sci-fi stuff with Star Wars. That's one thing I think is kind of an issue with the newer Star Wars stuff, is they're so unimaginative with the planets. Jakku, it's just like Tatooine. Or like, what's the other one? There's like Episode 9, there's like a planet and it's just snowy and it's like, oh, that's lame. And I did like, was it Episode 8? At least had some spaces, like Crate was kind of cool where it's like a salty red planet that had a neat aesthetic to it. And a lot of space shots, but yeah, I think the sequels kind of lacked for like really vibrant new planets. If that makes sense, like new locations. Like that was one of my favorite things about the prequels, was like every single one of the prequels had such crazy new worlds that they were exploring and planets. Especially Episode 3, you know, you had like Mustafar and Utapau and Majito and Felucia, and there's so many beautiful maps, like, well, not maps, but like planets and stuff that looked so cool and had different vibes. And they were really leaning into sci-fi, and I feel like that sci-fi creativity kind of vanished over the years. I mean, like, look at this. Freaking crazy, right? Now I'm getting Avatar flashbacks to me sitting there tuning freaking windpipes all day. Well, it didn't take that long, but it was still like, ugh. The other sad thing is I keep turning on and off Baldur's Gate occasionally, hoping that my Baldur's Gate save comes back. It's really sad. Oh, look at him go! He's all the way over there. Yeah. I heard some people, they turn on the Series S, and it like brings their saves back, so I might try that, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. Where's the booze? I think you spelled booze wrong, but also I already drank all the rum and coke's gone. How many lamps do I recommend to make a stream in a dark room? It depends on the lighting you're using. I mean, you're not necessarily supposed to use lamps. You should probably have like LED panels. I wouldn't like lamps. Why are you using lamps? All right, my area is not set up for it properly. I'd love to when I buy my house. Hopefully next year finally. Hopefully next year, finally. I want like a room where it's actually like properly set up, where I do like actual like customized lighting, because I've got like a really hard light like right there, and you can see it like burning into my face all the time. But it's like it is a hard light. But at least it keeps everything like I can see well. But yeah, there's like these LED panels you can buy, and they kind of light things up well. But I also don't love the idea of like LED panels around me, because it's better for lighting, but it also kind of like messes with my eyes. I don't like suddenly bright lights. Like, it really throws me off when I'm in a room that's like semi-lit or semi-dark lit and someone just like flicks the light on. It's like really, the adjustment bothers me. Ventress? I don't know if Ventress was in a Lego game. Nuke? Nuke what? Nuka-Cola? Maybe you should nuke the like button with your likes on the stream, guys. I mean, if you haven't already. Support the rebellion! For the Republic! Yeah, subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat and great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're buying anything on Amazon, use the link. Ugh. What a nice looking level. It's a shame it took them so long to put out some of these maps in this game, eh? Way too focused on the sequels. Interest rates are supposed to come down. I'm actually kind of hoping they go higher. Because my thing will be a little bit more cash focused, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I live in one of the hotter markets here for some reason. I don't know why that happened, but that's how it goes. Ventress isn't in any non-Lego game? I don't know, man. Honestly, you can't expect me to keep track of all the games Ventress is in. Isn't she in one of the Clone Wars games or something? I don't know, man. Was she in one of the the original Battlefronts DLC, or am I thinking of a different character? Like no, Kit Fisto was like a character. But was Ventress in like Battlefront 2 or something? Like the original Battlefront 2 is like a DLC thing? I'm trying to think of who that is. It might be Ventress in that one. I think she was in Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, but I really don't know for sure either. I haven't played that for a while. It's always weird, like I'll be on YouTube and I'll get like a comment one day where someone will be asking something like very specific from a specific game, and I'll be like, I haven't played that, like some of them from like years back, and I'm like, I don't remember much of this, like what happens or what the technical thing of this game is. Like, what are you talking about? Play so many bloody games. People are usually pretty nice about it though, at least. But it's like, yeah, I just literally can't remember all this stuff. I remember a lot, but not everything. I can't stop thinking of that stupid Avatar game when I'm playing on this type of map. I'm just like, god damn it. I'm just trying to forget about Avatar. This game does not have ray tracing. In Blast. Yeah, like, Supremacy is usually the game here. My friends and I used to tank in, not this one I don't think, but Battlefront 1, like the one before this one, not the original Battlefront 1. We used to do heroes versus villains as like a squad, and we used to play like every night, and we would tank as a crew. Like, I would play as the support role. I would do Leia and I think it's Palpatine on the Sith side, because in the first game you could do unlimited heals. So you would be sitting there, so everybody, like my buddies would go out and they would like fight, and then I would be sitting back and I'd like finish enemies off, because Leia had like a really good stun ability. She could like shoot and stun somebody so they couldn't move, so you would stun Vader or whatever, and then your teammate would like cut Vader up and you'd keep stunning him. And then you also, as either I think Leia or Palpatine, you would give out health tokens, so you would heal your teammates so they go out and fight, and then they come back, and then you'd heal them, and you had a shield too, so you could put a shield bubble down to protect your teammates while they're healing. And it was like some deep strategy we used to do in that. Like, we were like really competitive in it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a good time. Stream Avatar side quests. Avatar is uninstalled. I fixed my gamer score. Yeah, I fixed my gamer score, and Avatar is uninstalled. I've had my fill of Avatar. Kind of wish we would have done actually more Far Cry 6, but yeah, it's always diminishing returns when you double up on that stuff.
Defenses. The Seppies are done boarding.
We got it. Ventress is in Battlefront 2 as DLC? Ah, I had a feeling that was the case.
You don't need
I
to be
wasn't
a
sure.
general to know what those droids are up to.
Knights of the Old Republic. The Red, yeah, so it's the Red Var maps, right? The extra DLC stuff. There's like Kit Fisto and then Ventress. Bam. But I think we're
We can't let
done with new games for the year. I don't think there's anything else releasing. I mean, there'll be some indie stuff, but like I think we're, wrapped up on big new titles, so pretty easy going.
We have but a single
Weird.
objective, brothers.
Dengar?
This ship at all costs.
Wouldn't he just be like another bounty hunter dude? Didn't care for Avatar. That game was so boring. I really did not enjoy that one though. It's also 80 gigs, so it looks nice, really beautiful, but meh. I can do better. Crap, did I miss the part where I'm telling you guys to like the stream? I think I might have. I mean, if you haven't already, you should do that for sure. Get your ass back here, Droidica. Look at this guy doing trick moves, rolling around the map, rolling around with his hands like you just don't care. Jeez. What games am I looking forward to in 2024? I don't know. I tend not to look forward to games too long down the road. I like to think of things that are coming out that I'm covering in weeks to follow and stuff. But next year, I don't know. What even is releasing next year? There were some good games. It looked like a good gaming year. The Diablo expansion. I think that'll be pretty fun. I'm curious to see what the next Black Ops looks like, especially with it launching on Game Pass. I'll be curious to see if Xbox gets anything out the door. Flight Sim. Flight Sim I'm pretty excited for. I love me some Flight Sim, so Flight Sim 2024 is pretty high up there, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Flight Sim. I think Avowed comes out next year, finally, so that should be good. I really like the Outer Worlds, so I think a fantasy setup like that should be pretty fun. 'Cause yeah, basically the trailer was just like the Outer Worlds, but in the Pillars of Eternity universe, so that should be pretty cool for me. What else is supposed to come out next year? Stuff. Dragon's Dogma? Yeah, that might be cool. I don't know, man. It's like when I was younger, I used to look forward to the big games every year, but now that I'm older and I like my work schedule, it's basically I just think of like what's coming out in the next 2 to 4 weeks that I have to email about and prepare to cover and do. And I think it'll be a new Tomb Raider next year. Yeah, I think the next Tomb Raider's next year, so that would be pretty exciting. I always love the Tomb Raider games, so that's always a big thing for me. How is this guy still alive? Damn, dude. Ha. I got it. There's this old guy, and he's talking about how much he loves Baldur's Gate. And I was like, did you play Dragon Age? And he's like, I did. And I was like, damn it, I was trying to come up with a good suggestion for him. Because he said he's old, and he only likes stuff like Baldur's Gate. And then I was just like, did you play Pathfinder? And he's like, no. He said, well, take a look at it. I'm like, yes. Because Pathfinder is kind of like Baldur's, well, basically the same as like Baldur's Gate. Like nailing these suggestions. Hellboy game? That already came out, dude. Did you not see my video for it? They already released that Hellboy game. It's pretty mid. Pretty mid. Yeah, it was the Hellboy, like, roguelite or whatever. I mean, it was kind of okay, but I don't think it was anything spectacular. Is anything PlayStation-wise coming out next year? I'm trying to think of like what the games are. So I could like Google it, but oh yeah, and I'm still trying to set up Anna Cruz's stream there with Kevin so we can do that and talk about the Christmas movies. We might have to just do a stream where I talk about my Christmas movie suggestions because I don't know if we're setting anything else up or not. Let's see if that like works out. It's so hard to coordinate with others. Oh god, the droidica got me. Droidica, why have thou forsaken thee? Chewbacca is available. Don't want to play as Chewbacca. Because Anakin Skywalker's here.
Oh, I'd rather kiss Gardula than hunt.
I am kind of hoping the other team destroys this, because I like to switch maps often in this to mix it up a bit. Although I do love Felucia. It's a very beautiful map. This one's easier to defend because it's so open. You know, because it's got just like the balconies you gotta walk through. Are you kidding me? Anakin Skywalker just got thrown off the map. He got force choked off the map. Well, that sucks. Yeah, because this map is just kind of like 2 choke points, 3 choke points. Primarily 2. And then it's like these open balcony areas. It's so easy to defend this. So easy to defend. Web of Weird, yeah man, that already came out like 2 or 3 months ago. I did a video on it. Yeah, let me get that for you. Yeah, that Hellboy game was literally like 2 months ago it came out. You're behind on the schedule, my friend. You gotta keep up on this stuff. It also means you weren't watching the videos on the channel. Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's okay. I put out too much content anyways. I get how it is. They're destroying our positions. What are we going to do? Man, they are actually destroying us here. That's kind of embarrassing. No point of even spawning. We've lost the battle. A Battlefront 3? No, they won't make a Battlefront 3. The dream is over. I mean, it's been like, what, over 6 years? Yeah, it's not happening. Hellblade's next year. Star Wars Outlaws. Tekken. Rise of the Ronin. Stalker, finally. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out next year. Quite a few games. Foam Stars. Everyone's excited about Foam Stars. Game of the year. We're gonna have to stream Foam Stars so hard when it comes out. Yeah, because there's lots of announced stuff and then, like, stuff that isn't even announced yet, right? And then the Tomb Raider bundle right at the beginning of the year should be fun too, because it'll be like a bunch of the old Tomb Raider games. January and February looks pretty stacked. Fuck off. I don't want to go back to Geonosis again. Get out of here. There's gotta be another map other than Geonosis. Let's go to Hoth or something. Stop with Geonosis. Coda Remake? Coda Remake's dead, dude. It's so dead. There's just like, I don't know. I don't see any way that that one's happening. I don't. Well, you can watch stuff in the backdrop while you're gaming. Tisk tisk. Star Wars 1313? I think that's because LucasArts got sold, wasn't it? Yeah, Disney bought it, and yeah, that one just got killed because of that exchange of ownership or whatever. Ah. God damn, the waiting on Geonosis is too damn high. Sequels? Oh no. I don't want to play on Geonosis. I guess I could try matchmaking for the other environments. But it's like, hot damn, dude. Like, put us on, like, Kashyyyk? There's so many other maps. I'm gonna see if we can get into a different era. I just... It's like we've done it, like, 3 times already. Man, I did not like Geonosis that much. It's kind of a crappy level. Play any. Age of Rebellion. Age of Resistance? Ugh. AKA the sequels. Bleh. Oh, Star Wars 1313 was cancelled, like, over 10 years ago, right? Over 10 years. I mean, the only reason you even know Star Wars 1313 exists, or did exist at one point, was because it leaked, right? Otherwise, you would have never heard of that project. It just would have been something that never happened. Because Battlefront 3, like, actually existed in a number of forums before that one was kind of cancelled. That one they kept pushing over deadlines and stuff. There's a few games like that where it's sort of like... I don't know how to describe it. Like, you wait and stuff gets, like, cancelled and blah blah blah, or moved, and some things leak and you never hear about fully, and you just kind of wonder what happened to them. Then some projects, the funnier ones are the ones where it's like they siphon off profits to work on other games. They did that with Scalebound to Microsoft. And what was the other one? Yeah, actually Battlefront 3, I think they were siphoning off funds to work on Ease Loop or something like that. 17 players needed? God damn it. Sucks to suck. A Fear 3 stream? We might do a Fear stream at some point. If we did a Fear stream, though, it would be the first game. I would do, like, the first one the whole way through. I hate Geonosis.
We are securing command post mesh.
You saw trailers for 1313? I think what you saw was actually like a leaked internal trailer, because I don't believe there was ever an official announcement trailer for 1313. From what I recall and understand, it was only leaked internal documents, a leaked internal trailer. There was never any like official formal announcement for that game.
We need to get on that Seppi ship, boys. And it's not gonna happen until you capture those command posts. Get on it. Our forces are taking command post Dawn.
Who wants to play on Geonosis again? Why is the rotation of maps in this so piss poor? Was it the developer's final FU to the community was being like, you're gonna play on Geonosis all the time, and you're going to like it. Just like you're going to like liking the stream, subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting. The Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that. Ow. Yeah, this is something I wanted to do for a while. It was like Fear 1 as a stream. The co-op modes? Oh, I don't like the co-op mode stuff in this. Yes, you're welcome to look it up, but Only disappointment you will find. Ultimate. Only disappointment you will find. Ba, 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 ba. Why am I struggling to climb this little hill area? Oh, he kind of made it look like a turret there. I don't think that thing's supposed to move like this. But I guess it could, because it's like a floating hovercraft type thing. Do they ever explain any of the new weird Disney Star Wars stuff? How all like the propulsion and stuff works in Star Wars? Because I know they love doing the over-explanations in the new Disney crap. The over-explanations.
Capture of command post desk underway.
I remember Geonosis in the movies having a much more, like, dynamic color range to it. I remember it looking more orangey. God damn it, he smoked me. Absolutely smoked me. Guess we could play as the clone commando. It was usually pretty effective on this one.
Bounty hunter Bossk just joined the enemy.
Somebody gets to play as Bossk. I mean, I was pretty lucky today. I got to play as Bossk like 4 times in one match. That was pretty cool. I don't get enough Bossk time, to be honest. See if we can capture this.
Capturing command post desk.
He's got the high ground from GameSpot. I'll have to take a look at this, because I'm pretty sure that was a leak thing. E3 stage show. Oh, you're right. It was E3 demo then. Okay. E3 stage show. Chris Wallace, 53 stage show. Was that a... I don't know if there's any writing on that. Was that a front-facing stage E3 show, or was that a backstage E3 show? Because I don't remember that being shown off at E3. The Santa hat? Yeah. Yeah, I thought 1313 was only an internally showcased thing, because all the footage I had saw was like leaked stuff. Interesting. Very interesting. Who had that on their conference then, if that was an E3 2012 thing? Because it says E3 stage show, right? 2012.
Joined by Master Yoda.
Fascinating. Even more interesting that they ended up canceling it. Oh, it was also really cool. There was this, I think it was this channel No Clip or something, and they bought all this like archive footage, and like they've actually got some high resolution Xbox conferences, which is great. Because I like to rewatch the old Xbox conferences ahead of like the new E3, and because they're fascinating each year, absolutely fascinating. Kind of a good background noise too, but it's like the resolution is usually so crappy. And then yeah, I guess in this No Clip they bought all these boxes that are going to be destroyed, and they've got like pristine high resolution footage of like the Xbox conferences from like 11 and 10, and I'm like, oh, that's clean, nice picture quality there. A new Star Wars RPG? Well, there is Outlaws next year, right? There is Outlaws. So would it have been PlayStation that had 1313 on their show? I'm just like wondering, because it says E3 2012 stage show. Because it's like, I don't think LucasArts did their own stage show. I don't remember that being in an Xbox stage show. Maybe it's PlayStation? So I don't think the PC game show existed then. Unless it was like a behind closed doors kind of thing, but it does say stage show. I'll have to read into that a bit more. I'm curious. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because we'll never see that game, and there's not much of it, but You need to learn more about its lore. Kind of wonder if that rumored Xbox Star Wars project is real now that we're seeing them do Blade. So that's the other thing too that I don't get is Xbox is really focused on doing like stuff they own and can like fuel Game Pass with and like first party stuff, and then they're out there doing a Blade game. Because you definitely want to have long-term ownership over that.
Jedi's patience only goes so long.
I leveled up during an explosive death. Yeah. Just the way I want it. It is interesting though, right? Because I just remember that from like leaked footage where it was like showing everything all not developed and like unrendered and stuff. Same with all the like, what is it? There's like a treasure trove of like Battlefront 3 footage out there that you can go watch. Kind of wish the guy would just leak the frickin' build of it. It's been how long? Just like give it to the community. I think there's like one guy that has like the big build of it and just does not want to leak it or something. And I believe there was these rumors circulating that there's like a PC build of Battlefront 3 that's like pretty complete, but that one just does not get handed out, if that makes sense. Like it just kind of gets forgotten, if that makes sense. Like it's not being distributed. It's only like an inner circle of individuals have access to that. It's kind of a shame when you know some of these things exist and you just like you'll never get to play them unless you just get lucky one day. Because I am fully prepared for one of these days. I'll just wake up and I'll be like, the Battlefront 3 whatever build for PC leaked, and I'll be like, oh damn. And this would be a day spent just playing that and seeing what it would have been like. Darth Maul centric game? I remember reading about that, but I don't really remember it too well. That's because I don't think there was much for it out there, was there?
I knew you had it in you. Next stop, mayhem and destruction on the Dreadnought.
We get to do the Dreadnought assault again? Oh my god. Such a mix-up from Geonosis. The ugly sand planet. Where's Geonosis? Like, Geonosis is a kind of sand, right? But I guess it's more like a coarse sand. It's rough, it gets everywhere. I guess it's more of like a rocky kind of... It's more like an outback, isn't it?
We're gonna send this Dreadnought to the scrap pile, brothers. Get moving to your objectives.
Alright, let's get out there. It'd be great if these Commander Jedis would like lead the way or something. I feel like I'm out here on a suicide rush while fancy ass Mr. Lightsaber dude over there is just sitting there twirling his blade around.
Get all the objectives. We're securing the objective.
I do wonder if that was it. No, that's totally off topic, but apparently there's like a Warcraft 3 remake or something. That they're like kind of readying to like replace the bad one they did. That should be interesting if that happens. Aliens Crucible? I don't know if I remember that. Oh yeah, Battlefront 3 leaked. The community would finish it, of course. I mean, for comments, you kind of get whatever response or reading of mine that you get. The rebellion if US invades Canada. I don't know. Don't even know what that would look like, really. it's a little difficult for a country so small and unarmed to deal with an American invasion.
We've taken control of the objective. Well done. Get through the blast door and prepare for the next phase. This is it.
I don't know, I'm like one of the major cities, so it actually probably would get attacked, or like a major infrastructure place. I don't know. Probably just be an inconvenience on my way to the gym or something. I'd just be like, ah, really, today? I'd be like, I got work to do. God damn it. I don't know if they're for sure fixing Reforged, but there was chatter that they were like reforging Reforged or something like that for Warcraft. It was going to be something like one of the earlier like Microsoft tied announcements was that they were going to like fix that one up.
Darth Maul is here. Stay focused.
I don't know, we'll see if that's true or not.
Keep inflicting damage on the target, boys.
'Cause yeah, that was a mess. I remember getting a code for, was it my buddy Mitchell there, because he's a huge Warcraft fan. And I was like, alright, here you go, and he was excited, and then he's like, gave it like a 3 out of 10. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, okay. I was like, wasn't expecting that. He's like, it was really bad, and then I started like reading into it, and I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, because he was, you know, I think I've had Mitchell like review like one, like maybe 2 things on my site over the years, because he's busy doing whatever he does and never has interest or whatever. But like, it was one of those games where he's like, Warcraft 3 is like huge for him, and I was like, I can get you that and stuff. And I was just so surprised. I was like, holy, because I didn't think about it. I just sent it to him, and yeah, I was like, oh my god. Boom. It's kind of funny. I think by the time other Commonwealth countries came to Canada, it would be a little late. Whatever the case, an invasion would be a huge inconvenience of my time. Probably mess up the internet, and I'll just be like, could the internet get any worse here? I'm trying to do my work. No, it's a long time waiting for a new match. Is Battlefront dead? Ba, 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 ba. Kamino? Oh, this lame-ass level. Kamino is like such a boring kind of map for like games, because it's just like an empty water area. It's so lazy to do. It's so lazy. Give us Kashyyyk. And did you hear that Twitch rolled back its policy on artistic nudity? I, for one, am greatly disappointed. I was like, this is my chance to Twitch stream artistically. And now we wait for everybody to ready the hell up. This is where the clones are born. I'd say it's more like this is when they're like where they're incubated, but sure, we'll call them born, I guess. I mean, they are kind of born, I suppose. There's a Waka Chocolate Xbox. Why didn't I get that? Where's my Christmas gift celebrating all the great work that I did with Xbox this year?
Alright, time to show those clankers who's not big on uninvited guests.
It's always nice to know that Xbox cares so much.
Rally up, troops. One guess who gets to kick those metal screwheads back into orbit.
Time to take those clankers out. For the Republic! Better watch out for those wrist rockets.
We're gonna take it down.
We'll give it... Whoa, what is that? If you hold up on the D-pad, it shows you like this thing of information? Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like, I don't think I've seen that once. Are you telling me you don't want the Sky Hot Tub stream? I wish we got enough subscribers where we could unlock these fun stream events. You guys are just missing out. I think it's just a lot of the content creators are scared of, you know, platforms like Twitch and that start allowing that sort of thing, that they wouldn't be able to compete. Which would probably be true. It's kind of funny. But somebody think of the children, and it's like, yeah, you can all like age rate it and stuff too. I don't know. I'm just fighting to be able to have these games where you can have like tits on the screen or something, like virtual ones. That's all I want. So then I don't have to sit there and be worried about when I'm streaming something being like, oh god, there's some nudity in this. Metra Saga bundle for 12 bucks? Yeah, that one's pretty well worth it. They're great games. My favorite Dragon Age game? Dragon Age. 2? Probably 2. Probably 2. Manan was a relaxing world? What Manan? What are you guys talking about? Who joined the Clankers? Count Dooku. Yeah, we're having a hard time killing these guys. You know, I really wish Xbox would have been able to, like, resurrect original Xbox, like, multiplayer and stuff. It would have been so cool to be able to do streams like the original Battlefront with its, like, original multiplayer. It would have been so entertaining. So cool. I was always surprised that they never tried to, like, team up with, what is the name of that does the Xbox stuff? Is it X-Link or something? Am I crazy for thinking that's what it's called? Yeah, because there's this company where they, like, replicate original Xbox servers. I was surprised Xbox just never teamed up with them to try to, like, do that at a larger scale. But it's probably not financially worth it. Same with, like, adding achievements to, like, original Xbox games. Which is probably not financially worth the effort. Which is a bit of a shame. Was Count Dooku, like, stuck or something? Should we finish him off before he heals? Guys, Count Dooku's, like, getting away. Healing. Okay, whatever. I guess we're just gonna let the Sith Lord dude just kind of, like, ease off into oblivion. Cool visually. It's just a water planet. Amaranth beer? What is amaranth beer? Oh, is it that weird stuff that's done with that yeast stuff from her? No, I don't. I don't want any of whatever's been around that lady near me. I don't even think I actually know what she looks like. I just know the name. I don't think I've ever actually seen what she... Because I don't watch any of this stuff. Because what was the one that was surprising? I was on Twitter the one day, and it was like... Because, you know, Twitter shows you, like, a bunch of random crap nowadays. And what was it? It was that Pokimane, and I was, like, the first time I saw her, and I was just like, huh. I thought she'd be more attractive. I was like... Because you see the name all the time, and you're like... You know, you just hear what people say about them, and it's like, oh, okay. Because, you know, it's like, I don't watch any of it. And, like, I was just kind of like, huh. I was just saw, like, a photo on Twitter. I was like, eh. I was like, huh. A little underwhelming. It was kind of funny. But, yeah, was it Amaranth? I don't think I've actually ever seen what she looks like. It was kind of funny. Have I ever been on Twitch? Yeah, I have, like, a Twitch channel thing or whatever, but I don't use it. I used to restream. But, like... Yeah, I don't really see the value in doing any Twitch stuff. I was kind of debating on the split streaming thing, because now they allow that. But from what I remember when I did the restreaming, is it introduces like an extra like minute of delay, and I kind of don't really want to do that. Unless that's changed, I'd have to look into it. But it's like there's already enough of a delay, and it's just like, yeah. Because it's...
Command post Esk is now under
what was it? Yeah, because you stream to restream, and then restream shoots it out to the different networks, and you have to... You set up the streaming thing a little bit differently to do it. And I remember the quality being capped off, too. Yeah, Twitch didn't like it when I would stream at, like, a higher resolution and bitrate. It would get all pissy about it. But they did open their policy up a bit. I don't know, I would prefer people being on YouTube because it feeds into my ecosystem, is where I make money and stuff, and I don't really do any of that on Twitch. I'm not set up for it on Twitch, and it's like, it's like one more thing I have to deal with. And I don't get asked enough either to really make me consider it, but yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, the woman, she makes tons of money. I'm not, like, hating on any of them. It's like they, you know, like, honestly, they've created a thing where they make a ton of money, and it's like, I wish I could do that and make that kind of money. It's those ridiculously high beauty standards that I'm supposed to keep up with. It's just too hard. it's like, you know... You know, they have their brand and stuff, but like, yeah, they make really good money, and it's like, yeah, you can dislike them in that, but they do make good business decisions and whatnot, from what I've read. And yeah, I'm not gonna knock people for making good cash. They're winning at capitalism. That's what matters. But it's like I said, I don't really watch that stuff. Like, I'm busy doing whatever stuff I'm doing. I don't really watch a lot of other stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I don't even really watch TV shows and stuff these days because I don't have time. I have been watching the no-clip docs on YouTube. I've been finding some of those kind of cool, but they're a little too cheery, if that makes sense. Like, they're a little too... I like documentaries that are a little bit more evened, and these ones are always like really upbeat and cheery, and I'm just like, feels off. Off, like not liking the stream, which did I already tell you guys to like the stream? Yeah, I can't check. It's hard to keep track of the time on this. I mean, if I didn't tell you to like the stream, you probably should. Yeah, but if I have people watching on Twitch, it might take away from YouTube, where again, that's kind of where I make the money. Like, I don't see how I would make any money doing Twitch stuff. Like, I don't see where the cash is in on that. Yeah. Bossk. Bossk is boss, man. They're successful. It's because I think they're pretty ladies, and that works out well for them. But again, when I saw the Pokemon there, I was kind of like, huh. The tales of her beauty were greatly exaggerated. It's kind of like when you see like a bust of like a woman from ancient times, and then you see like a digital recreation of what they'd look like, and you'd go, huh, the tales were greatly exaggerated. Power Slave. Anyway, you're just asking me about Power Slave. I'm glad you're playing that one. Avoid the floating red skull things the mummies throw at you. Strafing? Have you done much strafing? A favorite British TV series? Oh, that's a good one. I've really been enjoying some Midsummer off and on, but probably Black Books. I'd say it's my favorite British show, I think. Trying to think if there's anything else I watched that's like British show-wise, but yeah, Black Books is really quite excellent. Maybe the IT crowd's pretty good, the It's crowd, but yeah, no, Black Books is really, really funny. And it's nice and short, so you can kind of sit there and watch the whole thing in a go, and it's not too bad. Yeah. Alright, we gotta get A. This should be under the ASMR category on Twitch. What's cracking? Well, Kraken's gone for a while. Midsummer Murders. You know, where it's got that one guy where it's like his wife has killed everyone over a decade or something like that. And he's like, he has 100% success rate because he's covering up for his wife's murders and stuff. You never heard of Midsummer Murders? It's like a really, really British show where there's just this town. It's called Midsummer, and everybody gets murdered there. Did you know the partner guy, the detective guy, not the main detective, but like the partner detective dude? I think he's like a constable and becomes like a sergeant or something. That's the guy that voiced Marius Titus, the main character of Rise, Son of Rome. Yeah. So there you go. They home in on you even around the corners. You gotta... That they do. You gotta learn the layout and predict it the best you can. It's so funny. Talk to me about Power Slave. It's a neat game though, right? Like, I hope you're kind of enjoying it. Or at least you're playing it. Power Slave. But it's creative, right? It's like, there's not many games from that era that I remember with like an Egyptian vibe, and then the way you move through the levels is really fascinating. How did I play that? I think I played that one originally through some sort of like... Was it a DOS emulator or something? Like, I played it through some weird emulator on like literally my PC. Like, not even a download, just like on a website or something. It was kind of funny. That's where I first experienced that one. I was like, this game's really neat. And Night Dive did it. I was like, awesome. I got that clanker, guys. He's dead. The British stuff. I watched a lot of, what was it, Coronation Street growing up. My mother was really into it. So I have a pretty good working knowledge, or at least from what I can recollect of like 2000s Coronation Street. Maybe a little bit of the 2010s, a little bit of it, but yeah. Yeah. It's a wild show, that one. The legacy on Coronation Street is fascinating. There's always the scandals. There's like Tracy and stuff. Coronation Street. I wonder where it's at now. I remember when they started like modernizing Coronation Street. Like, it was always quaint. But you know, all the shows now, they have to like, you know, modernize and add all the stuff and the quirks of today, you know, like different cultural things and all that. I remember seeing the street change, and I was like, this is wild. Because it's like, Coronation Street did not change for like, basically, some of the people like literally have like lifelong careers doing Coronation Street, which is funny. Yeah, good working knowledge of that one. Doctor Who? Yeah, I don't watch Doctor Who. It is a bit silly for me. Tequila time? In this economy? You keep dying to the damn mummies. Spectre of Frost? I don't think I'm aware of that one. Midsummer Murders. But yeah, I love it, because it's like, there's the theory, like I was saying, where it's like the detective's wife, because she always like comes up with something that helps him solve the murder, and he's got like 100% success rate, and like the rumors, or the theory is that she's like murdered everyone in the town. The detective just like covers up, and that's why he has 100% success rate. It's because he knows the wife did it. He just frames everyone else in the city. Oh, freaking kills me. Barnaby. The funnier thing of Midsummer is that like they have his like cousin take over in the show, which is Barnaby again, but like the guy looks almost exactly like the old main character. It's kind of shocking. Kind of shocking. Oh, they're boarding. Oh, we're being boarded. Oh, that's not good. We should throw this so we don't have to play on Kamino anymore. Kamino, come back. You can take your water planet with you. You know what else is really interesting is I kind of realized a little bit today almost that like I think my generation is gonna be like the last one that has the last like long-running sitcoms, because you don't really get long-running sitcoms on like Netflix and the streaming services. You know what I mean? Like I kind of got to see the last ones, you know, like Parks and Rec and The Office, which don't even talk about The Office, please don't. But, you know, like House and all that stuff. I kind of got to see the last of those. Because it's like, I don't know if there'll be another, like, Friends or Seinfeld, because the type of programming, it doesn't really exist anymore.
We have but a single objective, brothers. Defend this ship at all costs.
YouTube charity scam? Oh, I was kind of reading a bit into that. Sounds like that guy's gonna get audited. You live 1 hour from where they filmed Coronation Street? Dude. I always thought the one cool thing I could do in my life that I could really give something like a fun surprise to my mother would be to be famous enough to get a cameo on Coronation Street and then invite her along to like take a look at the set and meet the people on it. I thought would be sort of cool. But you can go do tours there, can't you? I think you can go pay and you can go like tour Coronation Street. Yeah, I went to England. Oh yes, guess what do you do? I went and visited Coronation Street. It was the thrill of a lifetime. Go to the what's the pub there called? Oh my god. They have a pub. The Rovers is what it's called, right? Yeah. What are you guys complaining about? White or gray for a house? Why would you paint a house? Don't you paint your house? That's kind of weird. Like you don't have like stucco or some sort of like party board or like or are you painting your siding? That'd be kind of weird. Like that doesn't look usually like the paint chips off and looks really bad. Is that what you mean for painting? Yeah. So it'd be interesting to visit the Coronation Street set. Yeah, that would be my one goal, would be to be famous enough that you get like a spot on Coronation Street. I'd love to do like a 3-part arc where I'm like somebody that comes in and just like murders someone and then just leaves. God, have you guys ever watched any of those like soap operas? Like I remember going to the gym, and the new gym, so the gym's moved at one point. The new gym is like so boring because they don't play TV stuff. But I used to catch at the gym weird soap operas. I was like getting into some like Korean soap operas. Not intensely, but just because they'd be on while I was doing cardio at the gym, and I'd be like, oh, what's happening with Su Ming and stuff this week? This is just kind of funny. And that one was like a little bit of Days of Our Lives and stuff, and I'm just like, this is so silly. Because if you don't know, in Canada, we have a ridiculous kind of soap opera that's been going on forever. At least I think they call it soap opera. You ever heard of like Degrassi? It's kind of funny. Deciding to power wash it. I like the look of Hardy board. Stucco can be aesthetically appealing because it's like a nice, actual, more like homey, like more traditional home type look. But I think maybe it's because I'm a bit younger. I like the Hardy board look because it's sort of what they do on the modern houses. But it's apparently fucking toxic as hell, like ultra toxic if you cut it and stuff. I mean, as long as I'm not cutting my house. Well, I guess it'd be a little scary if there was a fire or something, but I don't know. Who knows?
Front! Cutting down.
But yeah, I do find traditional siding to look a little... Not a fan. But you also get what you get sometimes when you buy houses, right? Your bathroom was green. Huh, that's intriguing. For like a house and stuff. Huh. Green. I don't know, like honestly for house colors and stuff, it's kind of like your preference too, and then some places they enforce what you're allowed as well. Like if you buy in like a new neighborhood for so long, they usually enforce what kind of colors you can change your house to look, which is interesting. And if you get into like a homeowners association thing and blah 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 and all that. It's nice when houses have a little bit more personality to them in neighborhoods. Watch what, Macbeth? I don't think so. Probably go with like really neutral colors or something. Like at a house spot, I'll repaint all the rooms. I think that would be the logical thing, would be to buy a house and then like do all the painting and any sort of flooring work before moving stuff in and then having it all set up. Because like I said, I'm waiting to get my card status, and then you can get up to 20k down on your house, and then they can give you up to 20k to remodel your house. So then I can redo all the flooring and get the cabinets in the kitchen done, and then repaint all of the rooms in the house. I wonder if that covers appliances. I'd have to look into it actually, what they provide. I'd have to actually really look at what that covers. Because like I could just do that stuff and then use that and get some like nice appliances right off the bat if that's sort of what it covers. I have to go read into this. You have to paint, yeah, historic paint colors for some houses, yeah. Robert Carlyle Scottish accent? I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen some Macbeth. I like Macbeth as the play. Yeah. Like a dark green. For like the outside of your house. Again, it depends on what you like. The funny thing too is with was that if you go for like stucco or acrylic, you're kind of beheld to whatever the in-trending colors are for the year. I guess you would be for hardboard too. I don't know anybody that does hardboard stuff or hardyboard or siding stuff, but I would imagine for those building materials wise, you're probably beheld to whatever the in-trend things are too, right? What is it? My family has a long history in stucco, so I know all about it. They give you like a book and you've got like the colors of the year. It's kind of like when you're going for paints and you're like beheld to whatever the trending paints are. And you can't get like a green or something. It has like a name. It'll be like Ivy Land or something. It changes, like the trends change every year, right? Because they gotta sell new stuff and blah blah blah. It's the whole thing. Oh god. Oh! I'm falling and dying. Falling for you guys not liking your stream. Or not liking this stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter and great times, and the Amazon Starfleet link. If you're grabbing anything on Amazon, why not use the affiliate link? Heating and hot water are efficient. I think that's something, at least where I'm seeing all the houses around here have pretty up-to-date furnaces and like water stuff like that. I mean, that'd be something that I would get checked beforehand, or I would be like haggling price-wise if it didn't have up-to-date stuff like that. Because yeah, I don't anticipate that sort of thing, really. Just from my experience of like looking at all the housing options, is that stuff tends to be pretty up to date. But what tends to be stuff that you like well, I will want to fix or change tends to be like really, really ugly kitchens that are like super outdated by like 30 years, and floors and, you know, walls. He fell off. You know, like carpeted floor stuff that looks really ancient and that is like, ugh. I mean, it'd be nice to be able, like, it'd be really cool if the market just completely fell out and I got to buy somewhere like new. It would be awesome, but yeah. It'd be a lot easier if I had like a wife or something. It would definitely make it a lot more like affordable. I could get a lot more better leverage stuff. Like, I'm serious, we could come in with a hell of a down payment and get like a way better mortgage. Be pretty sweet. Yeah. Home improvement needs. Well, I mean, like, when I eventually get the house bought, I'm sure that's what I'm going to be talking about. The streams do, to some degree, reflect what I'm doing in my life, right? Like, it's just how it works. Guy's home improvement.
This time we'll do it together. I was about to say that.
We lost. Oh no, we have to play on a new map.
All we can
Yeah.
do is hope we bought the crew enough time to get away.
Well, I was chatting with Kevin there, and he's like, you kind of have to hit like a bit of a golden kind of thing. He's like, you need someone around your age that's like well off, or decently well off at your level. And he's like, it's like a needle in a haystack finding that kind of thing. He's like, you're very likely gonna have to date someone younger that doesn't have their life together. I'm like, yeah. He's kind of getting a chuckle out of that. Because, yeah, it's a bit of an awkward age. Things you don't know about bunnies? Rabbits require more water than you think? Wow, Basil the mini hop? I'm getting more rabbits. Oh, we get Kashyyyk! I'm getting more rabbits on Instagram. Can you buy a house for $120,000 where I live? Yeah, fucking right. Houses? Like, you can get, like, a truly crappy townhouse in, like, a bad neighborhood for, like, $350. Like, new houses are, like, 5 something, at least 5 something for like a regular house. Prices have just gotten ridiculous. Like, we did, what was it, $520 for my grandparents' house, which is in an okay spot. It was good. It was good. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Hello there. Yeah, no duh, the making single makes it like harder to do stuff. It sucks. For like mortgages, it's like my buying power is like cut in half. Because like seriously, if I was like married, I could literally get like into a nice neighborhood with a nice house and have like an okay mortgage, and it'd be totally cool. And then I'm gonna get a house and I'm just gonna be like, all these women are just after my property. Yeah, when I do eventually get my house, I'm going to be very vicious about protecting it from anyone. Because Canada has, like, some really iffy rules on, like, spouses and, like, how, like, co-living is. It's, like, 6 months or something, and it, like, entitles them to your property stuff. And it's like, yeah, Canada's got some really fucked up housing rules. Oh, Kashyyyk is so beautiful. But, yeah, I'm going to be very vicious about protecting my property when I get it in terms of like ownership and that. Which is my right. But anyways, yeah. Do a lot of people play this? Some people do. Hold the corridors, not the main stage? Well, come on, Caleb. Everybody's putting their best effort in. Kind of, but not really. Xbox cloud gaming on VR. I mean, that'd be cool, but like, I can't even get cloud gaming to like run on my Xbox. It takes so long to like queue up for it that it's not even worth it. I don't know, I don't really do VR stuff, so I don't really, yeah. Go after my trust fund. No, it's just like there is some pretty like sketchy rules in Canada in like regards to living with someone where it entitles them to certain things. You gotta be careful. No, we'll see how that all pans out next year. Like, I'm gonna hit the dating apps ground running at the start of the year. I'm gonna revamp everything. Yeah. I'm gonna be like New Cope, but like successful. This is the goal. Yeah. Just get a dog. I definitely do not want to have to deal with a dog. I will accept a woman that has a dog at this point, but I do not want to have a dog myself. I do not want to deal with that. It'll be hilarious. I'll finally get the house, it'll be quiet, and then I'll date someone and she'll have a dog, and I'll have to deal with the dog at the house, and it just makes noise all the time. I'll be like, God damn it. Ideally, I'd love a few years of just quiet so I could sit there and do my work. Like, just absolute quiet would be like glorious. I'd be like, oh, god damn it, yes. The other problem, again, is I'd like to have kids while I'm still youngish, and that's a problem, too. Life is weird. Life is strange. This game looks good. Yeah, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. I mean, to me, it does look aged, though. Like, it definitely does look aged, but it's still a pretty game. Captures Star Wars really well, and that's kind of what matters, right? There we go, I got a kill with that grenade. I want to play as Bossk. That would have been a fun interview with the guy who does the voice for Bossk in this game. Who inspired you? Bossk. Ooh. Be funny, it'd be like, yeah, that robot chicken skit they did with Bossk, that inspired me. Yeah, that's the kind of jokes we used to do when we streamed this all the time. I'd be like, yeah, I aspire to get famous enough so I can play Bossk and Bossk, a Star Wars story. You gotta wear like the stilts and do it all like live acted and stuff. We'll do like, I'll be there to do the old man Bossk story where it's like one last Bossk ride. Win the Academy Award for Boskin. Bossk, a Star Wars story. Tells you how long we've been streaming stuff for when we're still joking about there being like Star Wars movie spin-offs, because that's been dead for a while now. Yeah. Early 30s? I think I'm in my early 30s. US dollars? I don't know, dude. You can do the exchange ratio. It's like, what, 1.36 right now or something like that? You can do the math. Let's see. We can bring out the USD to CAD calculator. So if you want like a regular run-of-the-mill house without like features and stuff like that, it would cost, let's say, $530. It costs you about 400,000 US to buy like a standard house where I live, like just a regular detached house, new with no features or customization or anything like that. Or an old house, like I said, we just sold one for like 520, so. Yeah, it costs you about 400,000 US, roughly. Not to mention any sort of weird exchange rates you'd have to do, or any sort of taxes stuff, and being someone from the US buying property, because it's like foreign property investment, blah 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 blah, and yeah, all that other stuff. Let's go for B. I also love that, what was it, Kevin went to the Mahogany area, where I love talking about that place because it's so beautiful. And he's like, it's amazing, you should get an apartment there or something. I was like, oh my god. Kevin wants to bum the lake, or lake access from it. Yeah. In my early 30s. No, I'm in my late 20s. We have the age thing. You can do exclamation age.
Enemy forces are taking control of command post.
It is fun to keep things mysterious to people. I love the speculation. The best was the other day where the guy was like saying I was like Gen Z. I was like, oh my god. It's so funny. I think my sister's Gen Z. I don't know, does she... When's the millennial cutoff? She might be a millennial too. I'd have to look at that. I can't remember what the cutoff is. But that was so funny. It's like, you didn't grow up with Modern Warfare 2. It's like, what are you talking about? Play Call of Duty 3. It's like, when it came out. Same with like Call of Duty 4 and like Halo. Like, I was there for the launches of that stuff. I was living it. 30 goes fast. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. 20s are pretty quick. Late 20s have gone by like really quickly. Well, COVID felt a little slow. Time feels really skewed because of that couple like years and stuff, if that makes sense. Like it feels a little bit more skewed.
We almost have all command posts. My tactics are Geonosis.
God damn it, dude. Got side cut by Anakin. Why can't I play as Bossk? Played as Bossk 4 times in one match earlier. And I can't Bossk for the loss or Bossk of me. No, that's what I'm saying is like I think she's like literally at the cutoff for like millennials. I'd have to have the exact date that there's like the exact year that's like a cutoff because I think she's like right on the edge. Gen Z start year. Because I think aren't the Gen Zs, there's like another generation now underneath them too, or something like that. Finest. 97. Okay, so she's Gen Z then, interesting. Fascinating. Huh. Cool. Cool. That is interesting. Yeah, they really make time weird. I mean, I don't think my channel would have been very successful had COVID not happened, but like obviously it caused some issues too for romance issues, and yeah, time just feels really skewed in weird ways because of it. It was good for my career. And that's what matters. People will come and go, but your career is forever. Same like Bug Snacks. You know, Bug Snacks is eternal. Whoa. The edge of Gen X and Millennial? Damn. Living on the edge. Well, I think you're a bit older, don't you there, Vaylander, though? Well, the elder millennials. The elder millennials. They're on the council. It's kind of funny. The elder millennials. This looks so cool. I remember playing on this on the 1X, this map, and just being blown away. We always joked about, like, because I got the 1X to review as well. And, like, yeah, that was like a bribery package, like, the stuff they gave you, and that was so amazing. My Series X review bundle was not as impressive as the 1X bundle was. That 1X bundle had some sweet stuff in it. Yeah, my Xbox reps used to give me really, really good stuff. Which was kind of funny too, because like, I remember them dealing with the budget constraints of Xbox One, and they still did some pretty sweet things.
I do not know what they will do if they catch you.
Who cares if they catch me? We're robots. COVID Scrooge on house buy? That's rough. Yeah, the housing market here, like, went because, like, all the people from other cities were like, hey, we can move to this city because it's cheaper. And it's just, fuck the housing market. Like, houses have literally jumped up, like, a couple $100,000 over, like, the span of, like, 5 years. It's crazy.
I am as impressed as my programming allows.
Is Valander trying to do one of those, Buscemi, he's like, one of the kids memes, you know what I'm talking about? Super Lucky Tale, the 1X bundle. The 1X bundle had, like, I think I have the book up on my shelf, but it would be too hard for me to get at it. I keep it on my, like, glass shelf, but I actually have, like, a book, and it's a really nice book. It comes with, like, all my game codes for the different games, but it was sort of, like, you know, you get those art books, and it's like a square or rectangle thing? And you, like, open it, and it's, like, Battlefront 2, and it's got, like, a blurb about it, and sort of how it, like, runs on the 1X and everything. It had, like, I think I got, like, 20 or 30 game codes with it or something like that. They really went all out. It was, like, Assassin's Creed Origins. It came with, like, Netflix for a few months. Something in Planet Earth or something, too. But yeah, it was like a huge booklet with just a ton of game codes. I think like Avengers was part of it. If I do like a retrospective someday, I'll bring all that out and show it off. My 1X review on the channel, no, I don't think I would have showed that with the 1X review. No, probably not. Yeah, and maybe in like 2027 I'll do like a 10-year kind of thing of it if I remember in 4 years from now, and I'll bring out all the stuff that came in it, because it was like this box and it had all this info and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like an art book, and it's just got like a big picture of like Battlefront and then info and then like a code for it and stuff. And yeah, it was a nice little package. The Series X had some good stuff, but because there wasn't as many games that it launched with, its bundle was a little smaller. And I think my bundle for the Series X was virtual and not like a paper thing, because they give you like a whole like package to review, like it's got info and stuff like that. It's really neat, honestly. It's quite interesting. You get all these like pamphlets and that. I don't think the Series X had as much for that because it was more digital focused. And then if they do like a new console down the road, I don't know if they would send that or not, but it is intriguing how they do that sort of thing. You feel really special when you have an early console. Like, yeah. But I wasn't sure if I was going to get it or not, because a lot of the press people I was talking to, Canada-wide, because like I compete with Canadians to get it. We have X amount of consoles in Canada, so I compete with others. But I mean, I do cover like a metric fuck ton of Xbox stuff. Yeah. So it's like usually I'm kind of up there for like getting that kind of stuff, because I know a number of my press friends didn't get like the Series X to review. Everybody got the 1X. Like they were handing those out like candy to try to get like coverage going for Xbox again. And then the Series X was like a little bit more restricted. Because I don't think I think I knew a few that got it. I remember some getting like really... It was really weird, honestly. Like some of the people... There was one guy that got really mad that his Series X bundle didn't come with like a free hard drive or something, and he was getting all pissy, but it was really weird. I don't know. It's, the behind the scenes on the press stuff is like, there's a lot of crazy pettiness. Like, you think I complain about stuff, but like, I am like really tame compared to some of the older press guys who've been doing this longer. Like, they demand and they get things and stuff. It's very fascinating. Yeah, it's very, very intriguing. It's all about like entitlement and stuff too, which is fascinating. Series X. Well, the 1X was like a mid-gen thing, so you didn't really skip console stuff, but yeah. I mean, the real hope is that you didn't skip liking the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat and great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're buying anything on Amazon, use the affiliate link. What? What a feeling. I don't know. I always kind of hoped Xbox would do some like weird peripherals or something. I feel like I missed out on all the fun eras of reviewing like weird stuff. You know, like the 360 with like the Kinect, and they had all these like weird peripherals and stuff. Kind of almost got the boring gens to review things for. And I'd love to see what like a Nintendo review package would be like. I have no idea how those turn out. Boom, that's one done. You guys are really lucky. Maybe someday I'll get my one old depressed pal to bring out some interesting stuff, because he's got some like old Grand Theft Auto and like Red Dead like press kits from back in the day, and they are some, I've only heard like really stories about them, but they are some very fancy things. I'm talking like 2000s Grand Theft Auto, like original Red Dead. They used to do very elaborate press kits. And there's like this old guy that did the movies stuff, like movie reviews for like decades, and he has like old, they used to hand out like James Bond like jackets and stuff. They've been sick, like actual suit jackets. Ah, da, 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 da. Virtually no packaging. The box was crushed. You know what killed me is when I went and bought my PS5 from this guy in this blizzard where it was like negative 30 or 40 degrees. He fucking ripped the PS5 box. I was like, you idiot. He's like, well, I want to show you what's in it. I was like, I know what's in it. I can see that it's in it. You don't have to. He's like, rip the box. I was like, why are you doing this to me? I almost didn't want to buy it because the box was like ripped. I was like, come on. My knee injury was fresh too, so it was like really hurting in the cold. And we're out. It's like a blizzard, and I was like, what are you doing, you idiot? This is so funny. I was like, what the hell, man? You're ruining my box. Better for the algorithm. It's all about the algorithm. That's what we're really fighting against, is the YouTube algorithm. And the economy. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Now we wait to battle on Naboo. Can't remember, was Naboo a good map? Finally the W? You missed the matches where we were kicking ass and chewing bubblegum, Caleb. And we were all out of gum. Bum, 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 bum. That's another thing we need to do, is a Duke Nukem Forever live stream. One of these days I'm just going to pull out a Duke Nukem Forever stream, and it's going to be hilarious. People will be like, why the hell are you doing this? Hopefully this match starts soon. I don't know why we got like a countdown timer. Power Slave angered the blood before bed. You gotta embrace the Power Slave within. I heard that Rebel the Moon movie from Zack Snyder is supposed to be god-awful, according to the reviews. I was reading some of them, they were pretty funny. But then again, I don't think the Zack Snyder films are anything spectacular usually, so. God, the doves. Did you... I don't know if you guys played this game during the beta. but there was doves everywhere. I remember like a launch note being like, we reduced the dove count or something, because it was like a John Woo, like a John Woo movie. There was like doves everywhere on this map. You can take 2 steps without like 3,000 doves just like fluttering off. Duke Nukem better. It is better than Redfall. It actually is. I just think it would be a very entertaining stream, because some people would just be like, what the hell is this? I'd be like, yes, it's Duke Nukem Forever. There's like, I have on my sticky note thing, a collection of like weird games where it's kind of just like a, if I'm having like a weird stream night, it's like pull these out. And it's like, yeah, Duke Nukem Forever is on there. Blah, 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 blah. I think Saints Row 2. I'd like to do a Saints Row 2 stream from the beginning and play that one a bit. God damn it. Well, at least Duke Nukem Forever kind of like functions and, you know, played without having all those issues. Ugh. Those bad Redfall flashbacks. What a really weird year this was. Honestly. Such a strange year. I'm more curious to see how next year pans out, because we know some good games coming, but we also, there's some surprises. Who knows what's going to happen for me? Kind of weird twists and turns will go on. Not enough points? God damn it, I want to afford these vehicles. A Yakuza stream? The Doctor Who Clone Me DLC? I don't think I have that one. We streamed a Yakuza game. I don't think it was very popular. We did Yakuza... the Samurai one. We did that one, but it wasn't on Game Pass at that point. We did stream all of Judgment and Lost Judgment. Those were fun streams. I enjoyed doing that. Those, I think, did okay. But yeah, a Yakuza game? I don't know. There's like a new one that's out or something. God damn it. It's an interesting idea, Yakuza. Yeah, it was on 100k countdown last year. I kind of was hoping to get it, like, in 2022. I was kind of expecting to get it, and then it took, like, all of, like, 2023 to get it. Sub growth is, like, way slower after COVID years. The amount of videos that I put out too doesn't necessarily help it, but I am more into the views number than I am the sub number. It just makes more profit. Grenade! The man who erased his name? Wait, we just did a video on that one. I don't even think the video for that one was super popular either. I was like, I don't think we'll stream that one. It would be fun. I was having a good time playing it, but, you know. I do have an actual stream schedule set up, though, for till Christmas at least. The games have been picked. What will happen? Surprises, twists, turns, weird choices. Like Battlefront night tonight? Who saw that coming? But yeah, I got some stuff picked out. I sat there a little bit last night before bed, or when I was like waiting for something to render, or no, upload. I was waiting for something to upload. I was kind of like picking out the schedule. I was like, okay, because I usually have a video schedule, 2, and my video schedule's been like messed up for like 4 months straight now because of all the new releases. So I need to get that going again. Oh, he's bugged. Alright. Sitting there shooting a droid that doesn't exist. It's great. I remember this map being pretty bland when it was like Galactic Assault, and it became a lot more interesting when it was Supremacy here, just for map movement. But you can still tell that it's like pretty linear. It was meant for the other game mode. Ugh.
Be mindful of your surroundings.
God damn it. Then I get shot in the back. The God of War DLC, yeah, I didn't fit that one in. Baldur's Gate 3, the console that erased the save. Whoa, that hurts. I really did. Like I tried Baldur's Gate a few times today, just kind of hoping that my save would just like reappear. I'm actually tempted because, like I said, I read this one where a guy like turned on his Series S and his save came back, so I'm kind of like, maybe that would work for me. I don't know why that would ever happen, but I'm kind of like tempted to try it. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe next week it just like randomly reappears. Like if I had a better connection with my like Xbox reps, I would probably email in and be like, "Can you guys fix my save?" But I don't even think they have any sort of capability to do that either. Which sucks. I feel like the reps used to have more that they could do for you. Nowadays, you don't really get much out of that.
On site, ready to assist.
Go for B! Okay, B's gonna get captured. I don't need to go for B. Go for C! we lost B? We had like 90% covered. That's so weird. That's so weird. Why? I assume they spawned on it? I also still need to do my, was it Xbox Series X 3 years later video. I usually do that every year. And then I want to kind of do a Series S review after a couple of years, because I only did the one Series S review, and I'd like to do an updated thoughts on it video. Thanks for the help, Clone Droopers. You've been watching me die here. Literally carrying this team. Just kidding. Guess I can't get that health back, can I? Forever like half dead. Uh-oh. God damn it, Grievous. Only devs? It's an Xbox issue. It's not a developer issue. You know how I really know that's the truth? Is this is the first time they've ever done a Xbox dashboard update to try to fix a game. It has to do with the cloud saves. It has nothing to do with... Well, it has something to do with the Baldur's Gate saves, but it's the way Xbox does the cloud stuff. We've seen similar issues with like Cyberpunk and Starfield, and it's good that this is building more awareness to those issues, but yeah, there is Xbox cloud sync save issues. So, partial, a little bit of learning issue, partially I think it's Xbox's cloud that's causing most of the problems. What is with all the glitch droids tonight? That's so weird. I don't remember that being a thing in this. Getting sniped.
Our forces have secured command post S.
But yeah, I've never seen them do a dashboard update to try to like fix an issue with the game. That's unheard of. And hilarious because it didn't even fix the problem. I was also reading that apparently it's caused save issues for PS5 and PC as well. Yeah, we're in the latter half of the generation for Series X. The end is nigh. New hardware on the horizon. Something fun and fresh and technical to play with.
Our forces are capturing command post Crash.
Damn, dude. I got this. I think we're going to lose. You've had that issue? Well, I think the funny thing is, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but yesterday someone was like, oh, I haven't had that save issue, and then like an hour or two into the stream, he's like, I just lost my save, and I was just like, sucks to suck, man. That's like a lot of... It's like a lot of time. Like, they're wiping, like, probably tens of thousands of hours of people's time just, like, off of the consoles. It's crazy. I'm at the point where I'd prefer to just have offline saves. And I'm surprised Xbox hasn't put out like a statement just kind of being like, sorry guys, we're working on this. Because like Larian has and Xbox support has, but I don't know, because it's, you know, it's not like it's a small thing affecting a few people. Like, it's actually, from what I've been reading, pretty common. It's not just my saves. It's a lot of people's saves out there. You guys got 55 eliminations. I guess I did join in progress, didn't I? I'll play as Anakin Skywalker.
Taking control of command post Besh.
At least we got all the maps I want to play out tonight. It would be nice to do Hoth, though. Hoth always looks just absolutely gorgeous in this.
Bounty hunter Bossk just joined the enemy.
Yeah, and it's got like two variants. It's got kind of like a sunset, sunrise kind of styling on that on Hoth. It looks just, oh, great. Just great. This is like, geez, dude, 20 hours. Because the other thing is like, yeah, I could sit there and I could redo my 20 hours, but I'm like, what if it loses that save again? And I'd just be like, I don't know, I feel like I can't afford to waste that much time right now. Your gaming library didn't get fixed? Well, my funny thing is like, I have technically ownership over, what is it, Just Cause 3. And yeah, from a review code. I still don't have access to that one on the Series X, which is kind of annoying. And usually in the past, I like email my press contact, but I don't usually want to bother them with that. Man, these heroes they're always taken, dude. Doesn't matter, we're gonna have to go up and defend the ship soon anyways.
We have lost command post Crash.
Lost B2. Oh, Hoth is stunning in this. It really is. It's almost as stunning as that feeling you get when you like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting. The Patreon option. The Discord for stream alerts, chat and great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link, if you're into that kind of thing.
Command post desk.
Ow. He actually killed me? How much health does he have? Oh, wow. Did he give himself like a health boost? That was so quick. That was so fast.
Siths are sending transports to take them to the Venator. Be on the lookout.
It's a teammate. They're boarded. We've got to stop them, guys. You don't want them to board our ship. Because that would just be a huge inconvenience for everyone involved, really. So I wonder how this is going to go. Are they going to blitz us, or are we going to defend this? Can you imagine looking up and seeing these two giant starships fighting in the air? Because I think if one of those fell, it would just, like, obliterate the landscape, wouldn't it?
Be careful, brothers. Mega transports will be inbound any moment now. Get ready to defend the Venator.
Don't let them escape.
I don't like where this is heading. Let's find you a transport ship. You don't need to be a Jedi to know what those droids are up to.
They're trying to destroy our ship because this is like a cheap copy of the original Battlefronts 2's thing. Did you guys ever play that? It was so cool. You could be on a ship and then you could like get into a like starfighter and then you could fly to the other ship and destroy it on the inside. It wasn't anything like crazy in depth, but like it was really good. It was really cool. And then Battlefront 3 was, you can see the videos of it, had the technology where you could like do the ship battle, but you could also fly to the planet to battle as well. That would have been amazing. Would have been so cool, literally fighting on a planet, flying up and doing a ship battle and stuff. I wonder how that would have worked out for points. Is there an alternate history where instead of playing this, we're sitting there still playing Battlefront 3 from the 360? I'm really curious if that's, you know, an actual thing. Because it would have had online multiplayer, right? So. Oh god, what it could have been. But I do think Battlefront is a big enough brand name that I think another company will take a crack at it someday. The hell did that Troitica go? Oh wow, this match has been ongoing for a long time. I guess. Oh no, never mind. It's just the door controls. I thought it was like our inner defenses. I was like, holy dude. Like that's wrecked. God damn it. Bossk is boss. Yes, you know it. I never knew that all my bosking was going to be done in the first match of the night. I bossed so far, but in the end, boss doesn't even matter. Look at his bubbles. It seems like it's like a little glitchier tonight. I don't know why that is, but it's like T-posing droids, bubble shields staying up without even the droid in them. It's a little buggy. Maybe that's like a server connection issue. Let's bring in the Republic Commandos. For the Republic! Watch out for those wrist rockets. We're not really proficient on the defense. We're doing okay though, but it's Bossk!
Losing the objective. Go there and defend it now.
Yeah, it looks like they're taking it. I mean, it'd be a little embarrassing if we actually held them off on the doors. That doesn't really happen too often. Okay, I guess I'm on this side of the map now. Oh, no one is making a Battlefront right now, to my knowledge. But I'm saying eventually it's like a popular enough franchise that they'll take a crack at it. Unless you're talking about when I was talking about Battlefront 3, and I'm talking about the original Battlefront 3 that was supposed to happen that got cancelled. There was never a Battlefront 3 for this game. Yeah. I will be Obi-Wan. Hello there.
This is going to be easy. Well, what have we here?
After that droidica. Well, that was smooth.
Sorry for the mess.
Jeez, they've gotten in, guys. The doors are breached. And I am dying like crazy. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, the corridors. In this economy, Caleb? I'm all out of battle points. You know what this game really missed? Was a battle pass. I bet they could have made a crap ton of money doing a battle pass on this game. It was right before that era, right? Yeah, they should have whipped out a Battlefront 3 battle pass. Think of all the cash they could have earned. Unlock Ahsoka only through the battle pass. I'd be like, you sons of a...
Master Kenobi has joined us.
Yeah, let's see if we get this held. Droidica out. Ruled my ass. Yep. What the hell was that? Oh, mines. Bossk. You dirty monster. He's a dirty lizard. Throwing out some creepy mines. I don't blame him, it's a great strategy. I would do the same as Bossk. Well, at least we're holding the reactors decently well. No, that was close. Ravens for the win. It's not like a football team, the Ravens. It's definitely not Ravenclaw. Damn, dude. Too bad we don't have more to do in that Harry Potter game. That was fun to stream this year. I had a good time rolling through that game. It's almost crazy that that was like literally a year ago, Hogwarts Legacy.
Really sure that's you said not to wander off, but think of it more as a reconnaissance. Why do I even try?
I like their banter.
Careful, don't get cocky.
Oh, it's Bossk!
Running out of options here.
Yeah, I think Bossk is in an area we can't really reach. And you should probably go defend the reactors instead of fiddling around with the Bossk. You know?
My forces will make short work of you.
Jeez. Whoa! Wow, okay, I kinda got caught in the middle of hell there. I guess my crack at Anakin. Jeez, man, that sucks. Battlefront 2? Yeah, it's always an entertaining time. It's been a long time since we streamed it too, so I was like, yeah, let's get it done. We do it around the holidays. It's a very seasonal game. Obviously, Star Wars is just Christmas. Ho ho ho, yo yo yo.
This ship won't go down on our watch. Just hold a bit longer.
God damn it, we're gonna have to go back to freaking Naboo, man. We're gonna have to go back to Naboo.
The enemy is taking out the target.
Boo hoo. Oh wow, they actually blew up one of the target and they're aggressively destroying the other one. Oh, what is going on here? That was a bit of a surprise. The price of the Xbox? Maybe to try to... I don't know. Could be to try to grab some market share. Could just be, you know, it's a couple of years in. They need, or a few years in. It's about time we got a bit of a price cut. Or it could be they're trying to sell out the units so that they can replace it with a refreshed console. It's really hard to say, honestly. I would take it more. They've been looking at like hardware sales being down for Xbox a lot, and they need to make up some market share.
Overwhelm them with clones on the surface, so we can
Because they can't afford to lose the US market. So now we gotta go back to Naboo. Oh, god damn it. Frickin' Naboo, man. With all the doves. I'll have a go as a Wookiee. Tarful. Really? I'm a Wookiee and I run into friggin' Grievous? I think I could do like a punch thing, can I? Yeah, I can. Grievous, I just wanted to run as a Wookiee and you frickin' cut my ass up like I was worthless. Well, that wasn't very nice. Oh, we almost killed Maul. He's basically dead if anyone would go finish him off. Seriously, it was like 1 or 2 shots. Kinda surprised we actually kept it back down onto the planet. Oh, frickin' hell, dude. And they have like literally every single position. Our team's not recovering.
We're taking control of command post Arctic. Protect the objective. Take command post Arctic. Closing range. Starting kill swing.
Okay, I hit that thing like 3 times close range. Why did it not die? That was my little mini shotty. That should have freaking perished, dude. Nah, we almost have a second position though.
Arming grenade! Can't keep losing command posts. We're taking command post S. Defend the objective! The clankers are close to dominating the battlefront.
They're close to dominating the battlefront? They set the game title, guys. They set the game's title. Yes, 60% to 10. We're getting smoked fast on this. We're not even like holding the line. Looks like love won't be on time. Oh, he's got all purpley maxed out cards. Man, I got freaking smoked as Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan dead Obi. Guess he was not the chosen one. Kind of a turret in a useless spawn, isn't it? You'd have to catch him like literally coming down that like hallway specifically, otherwise it just doesn't do anything. The sun coming out? We've been fighting on this map for so long, the freaking sun is coming out? Is that what's happening? Like the actual light is changing? That would be a cool effect for a multiplayer map where you play long enough on it, it becomes like night to day to night again. Because yeah, it's actually getting lighter out, isn't it?
We're taking command post Dawn.
Grievous got his revenge. He definitely did.
Separatist transports inbound. Prevent the droids from reaching them.
Wow, we failed hard at that defense, eh? Like really hard.
Flankers must not board those transports. Get on it. Enemy boarding underway.
How did that droideka get away, dude? There's no way. How did droideka escape, man? Ah. I think they're gonna smoke us up in space. Just like I'm getting smoked by you guys not liking the stream enough. Subscribing's great, donation's cool, and, you know, it's never late to become the channel member you want to be. Ba-ba-ba-ba. And the doves!
The seppies are done boarding.
Only one dove flew off. That makes me feel really intimidating. There's the doves again!
I don't like where this is heading. Let's find you a transport ship. You don't need to be a Jedi to know what those droids are up to.
Yeah, they're trying to board our ship for the second time. It's pretty obvious. Set the bots to none. Wouldn't that just be playing the map like regularly empty? For multiplayer, I always think of it as the maps are empty until you add bots, really. At least traditionally that's how it was, because a lot of games wouldn't have bots at all. I used to do that, was like COD 4, like a few of the CODs, you were able to just do local nothing, and then you could do fly cam, and you could like fly off the map and take a look at everything. It was really neat. They're kind of rushing us on this, aren't they? I don't think we're gonna hold out on the defensive very long. Yeah. I don't think this is gonna work out. Hmm. I feel like we're not even near the positions we're supposed to really defend. No, we got a number of teammates over here. It's all good. You know what, those droidicas just rolling in there? The droidica just rolled right off the edge. Okay. The hell was that? Leave us alone, Grievous. Man, Grievous feels so invincible in this game. Like, he just, like, crawls around, jumps at people. He feels truly tough. Star Wars Squadrons? Yeah, I reviewed Squadrons or whatever, I think. Did I? Did a gameplay on Squadrons? I think I did gameplay on it, yeah. I've played it. That one was completely forgotten about. Completely forgotten about. I kind of remember it being like a bit of a pain in the ass to play. But yeah, people do not talk about that one at all. It's just kind of gone, right? Like, I doubt the multiplayer has anyone that plays it. God damn it, dude. We get smoked by that thing. Yeah, on the bright side, we're holding the defensive.
We're getting support from Master Kenobi.
Master Kenobi? Oh crap. Kinda feel like we're cannon fodder out here. Oh, they're taking out one of our reactors really fast. I think this could be the end, guys. I don't think we're gonna make it.
We're losing the objective. Go there and protect it.
They're taking the last one. Everybody's gotta get over there.
Our forces couldn't defend the target. Ship lost. Everyone to the escape pods.
There are no escape pods. We're clones. We're expendable. Alright, guys. I think that's the end of our journey. We tried, but that's the end of the Republic. Till next time on the Battlefront.